Tuesday. It's fucking Tuesday. We got Lay in the building. We got Cap in the building. Cabs can't make it tonight, but he's here in spirit. On Lay.
My man, just chilling, brother, chilling.
What's up, Cap? How you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Is that and the father goes shamefully? That's my son. And the other guy goes shamefully. Orion goes, that's my father. Choose fear and hate to run your life. Something you can't do. That was wrong with me from the beginning. I was doing it that way. I was gonna go down that path. I worried.
You thought it was Grayson?
Sorry, got hurt. Like not him. Not him.
Crack his brain for somebody, anybody that can help, and remembers. Freeze.
The media.
No,
Randall Savage. With his knowledge and all other shit and his capacity to learn.
Absolutely.
This is the only vegan I'll ever eat is grilled chicken wings, because that's like vegan to me. You know what I'm saying? Because the chicken wings are supposed to be fried, but you grill the chicken wings and you put it in some sauce and give it some blue cheese.
Is vegan.
That's vegan. Like regular moo cow fuck milk. Put it in some Honey Nut Cheerios. Vegan, because Honey Nut Cheerios is good for your heart. You know what I'm saying? Can I steal the question from Cabs?
I got it right. Look at this.
I would also like to steal. I would also like to steal. I would also like to steal.
You're too late.
Wow.
I stay loose, I stay hype, I stay loose, I stay hype, I stay loose, I stay hype. I could do this all night, cause I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like, yeah, I do what I like. Sipping goose, sip is right, and I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow, yeah, I go with the flow. Cause I know I'm the show. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. Yeah, they know I'm a pro. Let's go, let's go! Yeah! Let's go! Here I go, I get lit, I get hyped for this shit! That's right.
Word. He be like, I got a left elbow and a right elbow. I can break your face with an any elbow. Make sure that you get elbowed in your elbow with an elbow. Got the arm ball, get the phone ball, get around with the bomb with the bomb ball.
Daddy's gonna take you to Jersey Shore.
Yo, what's going on, every fucking body? We out here, we live, it is happy Halloween. You got your boy Toe Tags and Cap are in the building. Cabs cannot make it tonight, but Ray is supposed to be on his way. So what you gonna do when the Toe and the Cap talk about Loki all over you?
Yeah, there's actually some other news as well. Some behind the scenes news and shit at Marvel and Disney to get into.
Yes. And before we start, R.I.P. Matthew Perry. That was sudden and unexpected.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was very good actor. He doesn't get put in conversations very often for his comedic skills, but he was funny.
I know you were a fan of the whole 9 yards,
yes.
Or the whole 10 yards.
Both of them. Yeah, both of them. I like both of them. Yeah, it was. Those were pretty good movies. I like the way he acts with his body. You know, I enjoyed that. But yeah, let's hear some of this news that you got here for us, Cap.
Yeah. So, hold on, give me 1 second. I'm gonna actually pull up the article because I actually want to get some of the names and shit correct. All right, so there was a former Marvel executive, Perlmutter, who was laid off like early this year, back in March.
Okay.
Right? He is now given his shares of the Marvel Disney stock shit to another guy who is an activist investor named Nelson Peltz. And they're actively in a battle right now trying to get Nelson on the board of directors and trying to get more people from this fund that now have shares on the board at Disney and Marvel so they could seize control to take the reins away from Bob Iger.
Shit. Okay. Are they trying to do this because
They don't like the direction that Bob's taking the company in, and they want to. They don't think he's doing a good enough job, and the dude who was ousted back in March is fucking furious. So he's trying to do everything he can with his boy to go in and take over.
shit? Damn, okay. You think they actually have a shot for this?
Do I do not know how any of that shit works. The only thing I know about boardrooms and stock holding is Batman Begins. And he's like, I got more shares, so I say more shit.
I just bought the company.
Yeah. I don't know if it's gonna be I honestly can't tell you if it's good or bad or if they should take over because I don't know who any of these guys are. To be honest,
Yeah.
I thought Kevin Feige was the top guy,
Yeah. I
or
mean,
at least Marvel.
he
But if this
probably
guy's trying to seize control and gain seats in the actual board at Disney, man, maybe the buck doesn't stop at Kevin.
maybe he's the top guy in the line of sight of our vision. Like our vision is 2020, but if you had better vision, you'd be able to see past Kevin Feige.
Maybe. But we'll see, because I don't quite know. I know there's a whole bunch of people who are already predicting that the Marvels is gonna fail. They're still on this whole stop making everything women and changing shit kick. Even
I
though
mean,
we're on Loki right now. Loki hasn't changed. He's still him. He's still
yeah, I don't. This whole stop using women shit, like there was three things that were women. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they changed Captain America into a woman, Tony Stark into a fucking woman. Like they just
But you know what's funny? So Victoria's Secret actually went back and said, "Fuck diversity, fuck all this bullshit. We're going back to doing what we used to," and just did a whole thing with just their regular old supermodels, just skinny, good-looking women walking down the runway, and the reception. I don't know how the show actually went, but I do know that people have been praising Victoria's Secret for finally going back to normal.
I mean,
Which is, to me, is weird.
it kind of is weird, but it's like I don't know. The minute you said that, the only thing went through my head was there she goes, just a walking down the street singing do
Yeah.
I did dum diddy do. But I mean, yo, listen.
I just find it so weird that people are like, "Hey, get that bitch off the stage. Where's the regular fucking models?" Who like everybody's gonna buy that shit anyway.
Yeah,
So why not show what it looks like on different body types?
I hear you, but it's like this is them. This is you can't knock somebody. It's like, oh, why is he got to be an asshole? That's him. He's just a normal asshole. But like that's what they do.
No. My thing is the behind the scenes cheering of it. That's the weird thing for me. Is hearing everybody like, yeah. fuck including everybody. Let's get back to just a supermodel should only be, 90 pounds. That's it. All right.
Yeah, I mean, they do make the clothes for everybody else to fit, so I guess they don't need to show what a 6'5", 220-pound woman with a beard looks like in bra and panty. No,
No,
but
let's see. Maybe with any luck, these new guys will take over Marvel, and then we get to get back to our guys who look like me are only superheroes.
that's the fantasy, right?
Dude,
Only white guys with blonde hair and blue eyes and 6'1" could be superheroes.
I
Uh,
I say that because in the comic book world,
that's what it is.
Marvel did this whole thing where all the old guys,
Keep talking. I'll be right back.
70 years of fucking comic books. They were like, all right, we're done with these guys. Let's get some new blood in here, new people. And the motherfucking negative side of the fandom showed up, spoke out, and Marvel went, well, fuck it. We're going back to the same guys we've had for the last 70 fucking years. And don't get me wrong, I'm a fan of Steve Rogers. I like Iron Man. I like all these guys that I grew up on. But how many fucking stories can you tell? Nobody who dies matters. They just come back in a week to 6 months. Like, it's okay to get new shit. We can put new characters in. Swap out the old guys. Like, I don't understand this fucking fear of change and new and like and this is why, again, I've said it before a million times. I'm not a part of any fucking fandom. I personally like things, but I do not consider myself part of any fandom because I just don't. I don't understand this weird ownership and hesitant to fucking do something new. Like, just fucking let's do something new. We have 70 plus years of all these characters. Go back and read them again. Like, how many more times you want Steve Rogers to do something? He's done it all. Let's get Sam to do some shit. Let's come up with a new guy.
Yeah, but what sucks is that when you do come up with a new guy, at least back in the day, it was very stereotypical. I don't want to say racist, but they dad was like, how do I make a Chinese person? Well, it's how they are in the movies. This is how they are in the fucking, when they draw them. So let's make them this way. Call them Fing Fang Food, and that sounds Chinese.
Yeah, but that was back in the day where the scope of the world and the view of the world was drastically different. We could do it now without having to do all that shit.
Yeah, but what I'm saying now is, now you have people that are showing their culture, and everybody and their mother's like, well, why the fuck do I need to see this shit? Where's my normal guys? You know, like, I personally don't, I don't care. I liked it. We all liked it when we saw fucking Shang-Chi in the most beautiful fight we've ever seen in our lives. We saw that. We loved fucking Miss Marvel with seeing her family dynamic and hearing about.
Scene.
Yeah. And not for nothing, that whole history of when Pakistan and all that did that Great Divide or whatever they called it.
India.
Yeah, like that was fascinating to hear that story and how, to go into some shit that I never heard about because they don't teach you that in school. You know what I'm saying? That's just dope. Like, people don't understand. Like, the problem is no one wants to learn anything new.
Yeah, though, I think we are the exceptions. Though we're the oddities because we grew up in a household where we were introduced to Eddie Murphy as the action star, Beverly Hills Cop, 48 Hours, Action Jackson, The Predator, like, uh, Dad watched Enter the Dragon and all these martial arts films, and
The Last Dragon.
yeah, there's not a section or subsection of any culture that we were not pre-exposed to. So that now that we're older, all that shit is just normal to us.
Taquan,
Like-
you smell like a fucking 6-foot hero made out of fucking I was gonna say spaghetti and meatballs. Fucking peanut butter and jelly, motherfucker. Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
he
I
said,
feel like
I'm a
you were
bitch ass
setting
nigga.
up for a good punchline and then lost it.
Yo, bro. This woman was dressed up as Wonder Woman, and my brain was like, oh, I know that's Wonder Woman, but you gonna fucking say Cena. You gonna say Xena, the warrior princess? Because she had the shit on her head? And I was like, no, I'm not. I'm gonna sit here until I fucking figure out Wonder Woman is going. I would be like, where's your chakram? but yeah. No, but and that's also the problem. I thought this nigga
Yeah.
said Cena.
Yeah, so did I. That's why I gave
Xena.
that look. I was like, what?
That's why I had to say the warrior princess, because I'm pretty sure that shit sounded like that. I also got M&Ms, but that's the problem. Like, where we see it as people acting, other people see it as replacement. So when the woman in Obi-Wan Kenobi was the Inquisitor, they didn't see a woman there. They saw a black woman taking some guy's spot, and they were mad at that. The problem is this: this woman can act. She got the part. She did a hell of a fucking job. Her character made you hate her.
Yeah, the writing did not help her whatsoever.
It didn't, but that's the thing though. It's like no one's mad at a Fast and the Furious movie, or when Megan Fox got her ass cracked showing in Transformers, or when Carmen Electra and fucking and Pamela Anderson are wearing skin tight G-strings in these movies. No one gives a shit about that. But the minute you have a serious fucking person in there playing a serious role, all hell breaking loose. No one wants to watch it. It's like, and it's not even the fact that, like, it's not the one minority that it's all of them. It's all of them. Like, I've heard people talk about Hamlet. Like, if it was a fucking, no, not Hamlet. What was the one that he did afterwards? In the Heights? I heard them talking about In the Heights, like, oh, the way that those dogs did that was pretty good. It was cute. Like, they went to see an otter show. They didn't go to see a fucking movie about the Heights. They went to go see the otter show. Like, that's, like, come on, man. What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Color doesn't matter if the actor acts like ass. Or to make you feel for the character they're playing.
No,
Oh,
that-
if the character acts their ass off. Sorry, my bad, Loki. I was reading hate because I was thinking of hate. My bad, Loki. He said if they act their ass off. Yes. It doesn't matter. I knew you was a white woman, Taquan.
No, but I agree with Mr. Loki. You know what it is? This is the weird thing, right? So if you guys remember, they did that Power Rangers reboot movie a couple of years ago, right? Like
Yes.
2019, 18, something like that.
Yeah.
And the Blue Ranger,
Billy.
I think he had, what the fuck did he have? I
It
think
was,
he was autistic.
I don't think it was. I think he
He
had.
was on the spectrum.
No, I think he had. What's that shit where you have the count or you have the
Obsessive compulsive
Yeah.
disorder.
It was something. No, he could have been on the spectrum then.
I think he was on the spectrum. But the point of the thing is, right? That was part of his character, but it wasn't his character.
Yeah, it was something to overcome because he was the smartest one in there.
Yeah. Jackie Chan, when he's in a movie, He's not, well, unless you're watching Rush Hour. For the most part, he's not the Asian guy in the movie. It's just fucking Jackie Chan. He's just the guy in the movie. And I think we've lost that. Back in the day, like I brought up 48 Hours and Beverly Hills Cop. They, to me, that never. So Tyler Perry and Medea, I feel like those movies,
Other close.
although it can be seen for everybody, are made for a specific audience. Like they're made for that audience primarily in mind, with the hope of reaching a wider audience. Similarly to how Ahsoka was made for people who watched the animated shows and they hoped everybody else would come on board. But Beverly Hills Cop was just made, they just made a movie.
Yeah.
And whoever fucking watched it. Like, we got to get back to that. Like, don't just sit there and take the Little Mermaid and make her black for the sake of, oh, we want diversity, we want blah, 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 blah. Just make a good movie. And if she's a better singer, or if she's the best singer you got, or you like her voice, then, like, don't lead with the color, lead with her ability. Because Brandy did a thing on TV where she played Cinderella.
Yeah.
Nobody gave a shit. It was highly recommended by, or highly viewed, highly reviewed. One of the best things in her career. And they just, Brandy is Cinderella. Not we made Cinderella black, or just Brandy is playing this role. Let's go.
But you know what the thing is nowadays? Back in the day, that's what it was. Richard Pryor and damn, I forgot the other guy's name, but See No Evil, Hear No Evil.
Oh, Gene Wilder.
Yeah, it wasn't Ebony and Ivory movie. It was just two comedians out there doing their thing. It's just one recognized they were black. Now I think it's sexy to have this whole edgy shit. See, this is the issue. And back in the day, you did shit just to do it. They didn't give a fuck if it was edgy or anything. Now, the same shit that we did back in the day normally is controversial because it's edgy. Because they put that stigma on it. Oh, the Little Mermaid's black. Okay, the Little Mermaid was a mermaid. There's no, like, she's not a citizen. Like, she's not a human. She's I don't know what a mermaid is, but like, is an amphibian or whatever the fuck. That, it was a cartoon. Any iteration of that cartoon that's named The Little Mermaid is fine. Because we're looking at the character, we're looking at the crab. Now, if you change the crab to an elephant, that would be a bigger problem. That would be the problem. The Lion King. The issue with the Lion King is they took out the most important part. I didn't give a shit if the lion was black or Spanish or Japanese. I didn't give a shit about that. Then you took out the... Why'd you do that? That hurt. It was in the past. It doesn't matter. He took that whole part out. But, nah, everything got to be an issue with people. And it's got to be an issue with, like, I don't understand how we're living in a world where everybody wants to accept everybody. Well, they tell everybody to accept everybody. But with them, this is the most segregated we've ever been since the fucking civil rights movement. Just fucking community-wise.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, it's not even all of us. It's just the media. Because social media is like that fucking crackhead in the street that tell you whatever the fuck you want to hear, so you can give him a fucking $1 so he could buy a goddamn piece of bread.
You know, bringing that up, it's because back in the day, somebody said something to you, and then you went to confirm if what they said was true or not. Did anybody else hear this? Can I verify this? Now it's so easy for you to just scroll past until you find the shit you're already looking to confirm. like there's no longer. I heard this. So perfect example today that the article that I started reading from the whole thing with the Disney takeover attempt.
Yeah.
I saw a video on YouTube that had the headline in it, and immediately I went to go Google it. Who's saying it? Wall Street Journal was saying it. Yahoo Finance was saying it. The Daily News was saying it. The Post was saying it. Reputable sources had the story. Well, now I read. Now I read and I find out what the as much as I can about it. That's how it used to be.
Yeah.
But now it's like, oh, everybody says the Marvel's gonna. I don't think the Marvels is gonna be good. So let me scroll until I see somebody who says the Marvels suck. Ah, see, the Marvels suck. Because you're only looking for shit that you already agree with.
Yeah, because it's all validation. Like if like the shit I say, the shit that Hutch says, and the shit that most of us say, we don't want to be right. We just see this is where it's going, and we exaggerate. But when we're right, we're like, fuck. I didn't want Aaron Rodgers to get hurt in the first fucking game. But I said it because I didn't do like, watch. No one wants these movies to fail.
Oh, the majority of people don't want them to fail. There are some people who do. Like, let's just tell how it is. Some
Hey,
people
said
do.
Momoa. Nah. No, but I mean, yeah, but yo, like you said, believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. That's how I am. Like I saw somebody that I don't know who the fuck that was posted up that James Harden was traded to the fucking Clippers, and I didn't see it anywhere else. And I said, that's a lie. Then I looked it up, and ESPN said it in this. I was like, oh, they must be thinking about trading him to the Clippers or something because usually that's something that I would get an update on. You know what I'm saying? But everybody want to be first. Everybody want to be controversial. Everybody want to be that whole, look at me for the news. The problem is this. If you look up, because I've been, into fish lately. If you look up anything that has to do with a particular fish, YouTube will send you 58 fucking different videos from 58 different people about the same goddamn thing. And they're all saying the same shit. The only difference is one of them is boring. Another one doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Another one got music on the shit. Another one don't got pictures. Another one got a horrible fucking mic. They're all saying the same shit. It's because everybody want to put out the fucking information. You don't need 50,000 people to tell you leave beta fish in fucking warm water. One time to tell you.
You just need, well, for anybody who's actually doing research, you need 3 to 4 reputable sources to either say the same thing or, like, if you're doing a science project, to come to the same conclusion using the same method, then you know you're right or you have good information.
And most of the time, you listen to what these people say and you go, I don't need to, I'm not going to do none of that shit. We'll figure it out ourselves. Because most of the time, these people are amateurs playing the guessing game. So by this point, your guess is as good as theirs.
Yeah. I mean,
we got doctors nowadays that don't know what the fuck's wrong with you. And all you got to do is, you know what? I'm just going to have a fucking ginger ale and fart this shit out. I'll be all right.
dude, that's how I built my Hadron Collider. I just went, fuck it. The people in Norway or Sweden who are doing it, trying to find the God particle, who cares what they say? I'm gonna wing it. I got this.
That's it. Nah, hey, so for everybody that's playing the TV game on Spotify, Captain Marvel wasn't a great film for me, but I am not going not going to for news to confirm my hatred for the shit. I'm going to skip the Marvels and not bitch about it or wish it to fail. That's from Mr. Loki. But listen, don't laugh.
You showed that one. Like you butchered that all to hell.
Listen, and you know, to be honest with you, that's your right. You don't have to watch it. But I honestly think this is going to be a sleeper film. Granted, I thought Quantumania was going to be a sleeper film, but I think this is going to be the film. This is going to be the one that everybody's going to be like, "Oh, okay, shit's happening," because I want to know where on the timeline this is. Is this before Loki? Is this after Loki? Is this during Loki?
I don't think this factors into Loki at all.
No, I know that.
No,
But-
I'm saying
but-
timeline wise, like Loki is happening everywhere simultaneously with everything. I don't think there's like a pinpoint.
But what I'm saying is, what if this movie reveals the truth? Like, Bing Fang Foom is coming. Galactus is coming.
Dude, again, this is the same thing I said with everybody who watched the first episode of Ahsoka was like, "Oh, we're taking off over here." Like, nah, it's not as deep as you think. It's a puddle, not an ocean. And I think to your comments about it being a sleeper film or sleeper hit, I think this is gonna go the way of Blue Beetle. Where no matter how good it actually is when we see it, everybody's already checked out and it's gonna be a failure anyway. Regardless of how good the movie is.
Yeah.
Because not only do you have the haters who are not gonna watch it, period. Casual fans are probably gonna stop because they've been hearing from everybody how bad everything is. Then it's left to just the people who either are legitimately wanting to watch it or people like us who have to watch it at this point. And there's just not enough of us. Take it from the Ahsoka show. The diehards love the Ahsoka show, but there wasn't enough of it to make it a viewing success. Even though the rumor is that season 2 is confirmed, but that's only rumor.
Because the Ahsoka show, like every other fucking show on Disney Plus, said episode 1 and 2 is gonna want you leaving you wanting more. Episode 3, 4, 5 is gonna go, yes, we're building up for some, and episode 6 is placata.
Well, this one 6 was good. 7 and 8 fucked up.
Well, normally there's 6 episodes, so I went the route of the 6 episodes. But you know what I'm saying? It's like they shit the bed on the fucking ending for so many shows. And not for nothing, it is one of those, like, how many times are you gonna fuck up? And I'm gonna keep watching this. Because I'm sorry, it's not hard. It should not be this difficult. When one, Disney has over 100 years of experience on making shows. 2, before the streaming services happened, we had to watch the shows as they aired live. Because we don't get to see this no more. And if we did that and the episode sucked, you know what happened? Next week, a completely different show was on because that shit was canceled. That's what happened. You know how many shows we would watch? We're like, yo, what happened to this show? It got canceled. Why? Nobody was watching it. Fuck, man, I actually liked it. Like that. It was an accomplishment to make 100 episodes. Now they just say, fuck it, you got 100, show 100. I don't give a shit if no one's watching it.
Yeah. You know, the big problem with the Ahsoka ending is they wrote the ending with the confidence that they get a season 2 and they get the movie. So this isn't the ending of a season. This is just the ending of the prologue to the next chat. Like this is the ending of Act 1, and we're not going into Act 2.
Yeah. What's going on, Hassan? Happy Halloween. Listen, as much as everyone would disagree with me, Ahsoka would have benefited with longer episodes. There didn't have to be more episodes, longer episodes.
But I don't think they had the
Because
story to make a longer episode.
the longer episode would be the character development. Because not for nothing, we know Thrawn and we know these characters. But we got excited with C-3PO walking in. We got excited with a fucking cliff of faces on him. And we got excited when Chopper was... And that was it. There was this big ass fucking theory. Did you see how that fucking theory popped up? Did you see how that Inquisitor fucking stood to the left? That's fucking Rocket Monster. And everybody for 3 episodes was like, this is him, this is him, this is him. And he dies and it was smoke. And they're like, fuck. And you wasn't paying attention, player. Like the dynamic between Ahsoka and Sabine was not strong enough because there was a lot of empty gaps between Rebels season 6 and this fucking Ahsoka show. There was not enough shit there wasn't enough filler to break in the gaps. We all have to assume. And I hate this fucking shit where there's a TV show that's gonna make you assume this shit happened. Tell us it happened and show us a fucking flashback or fucking tell it, like actually go through it. Because the way that they got over their issues was Ahsoka went to the fucking world between worlds and fought Anakin, and Sabine went to another fucking galaxy. And that's how they got over their issues with each other. That's not usually how it works.
Yeah, but
that's like if I take the biggest shit of my life and you drove to Connecticut, I'm not gonna hit you up like, you know what? I'm sorry that you fucking called me an asshole. Like that's not how it works. Usually people communicate.
But you got to realize the guy who made it normally writes for animation, and in animation you can get away with that. So he's still writing the way it would be for animation.
Yeah, but even in animation, they give you a little something. When they met Rex in Rebels, he gave a little something of what he was doing. Remember, they had the backstory for that fucking clone that had his own family on that planet.
Yeah,
Like,
the deserter.
A lot of these characters in these cartoons had major fucking plot stories in a fucking 30-minute episode.
Yeah, but again, the cartoons are normally just the problem of the week. They're not an overarching narrative. And I don't think Ahsoka would have been served by, all right, so what's the problem this week that she's got to solve? And then they move on.
Yeah, but you also need to fucking do something. You also need to do something. Because how cool would it have been if we would have saw little Ahsoka do that shit with Anakin, and then they jump to the fucking part where Anakin is already dead, and she's training Sabine, and Anakin seems like he's telling her, you gave up on her before she even started because you're so fucking afraid to be me. Something like that. Something to that effect. Because usually, here goes a little scene that Cap loves. Superman got to talk to his dead father about some shit they never spoke about before. We can't get a flashback of Sabine and Ahsoka training.
Dude, see, this is the weird thing. And this has been highlighted more so with the Ahsoka show than anything else. I've never seen a whole group of people do this before. There's almost a unanimous groupthink of a million cooler things could have happened, but this is what we got. Which leads to tell me we're not gonna get ever what we want because the people writing this are not thinking this way, and we have now gotten to the part to the point where we are now over enthusiastic, and everything we say now, no matter how realistic, is pie in the sky.
Yeah.
Because again, what did I say in episode 1? All these fucking theories of where this shit's gonna go, everybody's gonna be disappointed. Because I know Dave Filoni. I knew where was headed. But that's
Well,
the thing. We're now outrunning the ideas they have.
well, also because they kind of tease the type of character that these people are, and then pull back real quick. Like they did it with Boba Fett. They did it with him. They kind of did it with the Mandalorian season 3. The fucking Ahsoka they did it with.
So I'll say right now, Boba Fett, they were never gonna. Now in hindsight, they were never gonna make a Breaking Bad or a fucking Godfather gangster type show with Boba Fett. They don't want to make Disney and Lucasfilm. They do not want to make anti-heroes or bad guy thing. He has to now be the hero. And if you make Boba Fett the hero, you hamstring him, and you see what the fuck that happens. The Mandalorian season 3 actually, if you look at it, actually makes the most sense, because what was that season ultimately about? Him getting him back his status as a Mandalorian and helping to unite his people to reform Mandalore, because that's their whole fucking thing. The only reason it didn't really work is because you had shit where Jack Black and fuckface McGee showed up.
Yeah, Zillow, Willow, Jillo, Jigglyo.
Yeah. And then you had other shit that people weren't prepared for, because you gave us 2 solid seasons of a man and his child roaming the fucking city. But looking back, it actually did make sense that the Mandalorian is trying to get back his status and rebuild with his people. And he would take a back seat, because if you're gonna reunite the Mandalorians, Bo-Katan's the leader. The Armorer is the leader of the other group. He don't want to be a leader. He don't want to do nothing. He does not want to do anything with leadership role.
Yeah.
So then you would have to put those 2 front and center. Otherwise, the unification of both clans would be happening in the background and would mean nothing. So they keep writing themselves into these weird situations. And Lord forbid, Lord forbid, Disney gives us one day a fucking show where the old mentor is not fucking broken and complaining, and like, Jesus Christ, can one person, just give me one motherfucker who went through some shit in the past, actually figured out a way to get over it, and now training the new generation with that knowledge of how to get past fucking trauma and bad times and shit, so you can better prepare the motherfucker. Like, how many times we gotta see a character go from 0 to 100, only to go back down to 0 and have to watch him climb back up again?
Yeah. But I mean, I feel like we've been talking about Ahsoka for like 4 or 5 months now, and it's time to get back to She-Hulk. Fuck that. No, I'm just playing.
No,
But
because that had the most potential.
well, here's the thing. You made it seem like, at least to me, and I'm pretty sure people that aren't so in depth with the lore of Star Wars, that right now Ahsoka is the best Jedi out there. She was able to wound Vader. She did all that shit in The Mandalorian when she debuted. It was like, this girl is bad. We want to see some badass fucking Jedi shit. And then she comes in and you made her almost look like an apprentice again. Like, she didn't know what she was doing. She quit on her fucking Padawan. She didn't give a shit about finding Ezra. She really didn't put much effort into stopping Thrawn from coming in. And then she gets her ass kicked by the fucking I forgot his name too.
Balin?
By Balin. And then all of a sudden, magically, we're just like, well, Balin was a guard, so he's the best in the world. Wait a minute.
You know what's... See, now, I get exactly what you're talking about, because that's kind of what I was just saying, how we left off with Ahsoka the White. And now all of a sudden we got to see that journey again. Which is why I was like, yo, this feels weird. Because we should have already passed this.
Yeah.
But to go to that Balin thing, because I've heard other people sit there, how could she not be able to beat Balin? I don't think the point of the fight was to beat him. So when he turns around and goes, you can't beat me, I don't think her saying, yeah, I can't beat you, was an admission. I just think it was a tactic of, yeah, you're right, I can't beat you. Stall, good, now I can go. Like a stall tactic.
No, I know that, but it's like Bruce Lee and Bolo at this point. You know, when they fight each other, you want to see a good. You don't want to see, well, I can't never beat you. You know, she was Ahsoka the White the second time. She actually fought with her form with both lightsabers. She was holding her own with one lightsaber. Now she had both. And I don't need to beat you. I know you don't need to beat him, but come on now. It would have did something. But
yeah, but again, I think both of them, like I said before, the point of that fight was both of them just to waste enough time.
Yeah, I get that. But all right, so the sake of me saying this is not for that particular scene, but it's you build them up and then you kind of like pull back on them. Boba Fett. Build him up in The Mandalorian because let's fucking face it, he was awesome in The Mandalorian. And when we heard he was getting his own show, I was like, oh shit, we're finally gonna get to see Boba Fett. What we tell show, this is a badass motherfucker in Star Wars. We're finally gonna get to see him. What does Show and Cap say in return? This is your nigga? This is your fan? This is your champion?
Yep.
And we like, well, that's not him. I don't know what they did with him. That's not what the fuck he's supposed to be doing. That's not what he's supposed to be doing. This could have been like a John Wick shit where he's trying to get from underneath the thumb of the Hutts, which would have been dope. And then he just takes over fucking your fucking Skyrizian. I forgot the name of the fucking planet. Tatooine. He could have took over Tatooine as a fucking prize for him, you know, destroying the Hutts or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you could have went with. She-Hulk. This is not a superhero TV show. This is a lawyer show. This is this show, and it's not either one of them. There's no lawyer shit in it. That's the issue. That's the issue. Like, right now, you can't complain about Loki. I know there's nitpicking and shit like that. You can't really complain about Loki because this one actually has a story that they're going week by week telling you. We see the dynamic between Loki and Morbius, but we see the dynamic between Loki and the other Loki, Sylvie, and also the dynamic of each member of the TVA with each other. The ones that went to kill all the strings of the timeline to save them, then the ones that was like, yo, we got to do better than this, and the ones that actually transitioned. Like, Simple things here and there tell the story of each character and how important each character is. You may not like, the overacting in some of these people, but that's what it is, right? Then the fucking OB, he's the comedy relief, but he's the most important person there. The fucking thing with the cake, for some reason, to make this shit so fucking important. And I watched it again today, and I swear to God, I spazzed out on Sylvie. That's you want to. They're gonna kill us. You gonna put the. You want to have cake? I'm like, bitch. What are you gonna do? Panic? You tell me how we fix the situation right now, other than let them fix this shit. Make the machine. What are we gonna do? What do you want to do? You want to go running from timeline to timeline, get everybody on that timeline, the main timeline? What do you want to do? You want to panic and you want to yell at me, so I'm gonna have fucking cake while you yell at me. I'm not made to sit here and fucking worry my ass off. Go in the corner and do it. I'm gonna fucking have cake. Let these niggas do their thing. I can't help them. They're smarter than me. Like, that's like, oh, well, she's having heart surgery, so I'm gonna go over and chill in the lunchroom for a little while. Oh, you're gonna eat fucking, you have coffee? What she's doing? What you want me to do? Run in there and chop her open? Like, the fuck? I can't do nothing.
You know what's funny? And I know I'm a fucking Sylvie apologist all of a sudden. But I understood why that scene happened. Because I believe her perspective is, you didn't even care enough to see what your life was. So when shit's hitting the fan, your response is to go eat pie. Because you don't give a shit. You didn't even try to see if there's a reason to actually give a shit. Because to her, there's a difference between, all right, we got to fix the loom. Here's the plan. Let them do their thing. I can't do nothing, so I'm gonna wait over here until there's something I can do. Right? Which is what Mobius was doing.
Yeah.
There's a difference between that
and freaking the fuck out.
But not even freaking the fuck out. I don't believe she thinks Morbius has a legitimate reason other than I work for the TVA. We have to fix the loom. Like Loki has a legit reason. Sylvie's trying to save her timeline. B19 or whatever that black lady's name is.
Yeah.
She has a legit reason and concern for all the people on those timelines. Morbius is the only guy here who's just like, yo, all I know is my job. I'm going to do my job. And Sylvie's seeing him like, yo, you didn't even want to put personal stakes in this, bro.
Yo, you know something? And I know this is the character talking, but here's a pie in the sky theory. I think Morbius already knew all of this shit. Why do you think he's the only one that had an attachment to those fucking jet skis? I'm pretty sure there's something significant with that jet ski and the key lime pie. The key lime pie may not be controlling them the way I think. Maybe every summer he went out with his family. They went to their summer home. They had jet skis, and the famous key lime pie for dessert. Whatever, there's certain attachments to things. I'm thinking he does remember something, and it's one of those things that if what I think that I know is right, I would rather not know this. Like, what if he willingly went to the TVA and left his family around? Or what if he fucking pruned the timeline his family was in?
See,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The minute you started saying that, my instant thought was, since they're all variants, the way he deviated from what he was supposed to do was they were in the Florida Keys, where key lime pie was invented and gets its name from.
I didn't know
And-
that, but all right.
and one of his kids died because he made a mistake on the jet ski.
Okay.
And since they wipe his memory, the two things he can latch onto, key lime pie and jet skis. And he might not know why he has an affinity for those two because they keep wiping his memory.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, then I'm still back in that thing where Sylvie's like, you're not doing anything to make this personal for you. And if you're only going to look at this,
what if?
And again, that's just her.
Yeah, I get it. But here's another scenario. Let's say everything we're saying is right, but what if Morbius knows deep down in his heart, if he were to find that he had a family or something worth fighting for, he might have just been like, "Yo, fuck this," and went to them and said, "I'm gonna spend my last days with them." What if that's the case? What if he's like, "I can't go and make this personal because I don't give a shit about ya." Like, you're right. I don't care about the timeline. I care about my family because now he remembers them. And he's like, I'm going to go spend it with my family. Why would I spend my last days with y'all? That's probably why he's like, yo, no, I can't even, don't even do that. Which is like when you're there to do something and you about to be like fucking scared shitless and somebody mentions like, yo, it's no, don't mention none of that shit. We're just here to jump off the roof and we out. I don't want to know none of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I think that's what Sylvie would want then.
To him to leave?
If he's truly had that choice to make, Sylvie would be like, make the fucking. She doesn't even give a shit about the TVA. She wants the TVA destroyed anyway. So she'd be like, go with them. Fuck this place.
I mean, I hear you.
Loki would be the one who's like, no, dog, you gotta stay.
I hear you, but like I said, to each his own. But you see how the differences we're talking about these characters with actual because we have a piece of a story that we can expand upon. Where the best we had with Sabine and Ahsoka was me going, maybe they did this in the first 2 episodes to make it awkward and introduce them, and then they're gonna start going together in the next episodes, which apparently I was right, but it's like I mentioned before, you can't really complain too much about Loki. And we're gonna get into this episode because we already started that that was a point of the episode that it was, but this is where Sylvie is wrong. See, Sylvie is you destroyed my timeline, so now I hate all of you because you killed all these people, which you already made the argument that they're pruned, so they went to the whatever, right? But here's the thing: this is, and I believe this. This is a man that knows the only way you can control the timeline is to get some of the best people you know morally and convince them it's morally right to have one timeline. Because if that wasn't the case, the captain that pruned all the timelines wouldn't have sacrificed herself for the first chance she got to run the TVA. She was like, no, I'm here to protect the TVA whether you like it or not. What I did was to protect the TVA. And maybe the way I went about it was wrong because I know this woman has integrity. We may not see eye to eye, but I know she has integrity. Maybe the way I did it was wrong, but I know for a fucking fact I'm not following you.
Yeah. Which that was fucking refreshing.
Yeah. Which goes to show you. Sylvie wrong again. Nah, but
yo, Sylvie, I'm always gonna be on the side of you can't say free will if you're writing the fucking story.
Yeah.
So if it is free will, Let it go. And wherever the fuck it lies, it lies. Because again, the one thing, and I will say this until new information tells me otherwise. If all you're doing is pruning different versions of me and not the original me, I don't see what the fucking deal is. You're not getting rid of the person. Like, those are millions of people on that, but he's right here still. He's still here. This guy is still. You didn't completely erase him from the like. We killed He Who Remains, and then we got Victor Timely, and there's a council of motherfuckers. He's still there.
Yeah.
Like that's just me though. That's a me thing. I don't understand the whole big deal of.
Well, because I think you're seeing the branches as mistakes, if for lack of a better term.
Because that's what they are. That's what they told us
Yeah.
they were.
Yeah. So it's like, I mean, they weren't meant to be there anyway. So, which I'm pretty sure why everybody didn't have a problem with pruning the timeline. But the thing is, now that everybody's like, wait, we're one of these people, makes it a little bit more real. Because think about it. Like, let's say you're not the original you, and they're gonna kill all of us. It's like, well, I don't know who the original people are. I know these people. Why would we want to sacrifice us? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter that somebody made a mistake and we're here. 90% of the people came from mistakes.
Yeah, but then why do you need to be the TVA to begin with then?
Well, this is what I'm saying. Like, they just was brainwashed. They were like, oh,
Yeah,
we
so-
were made to end these variants and all this other shit. And
So
that's why
then-
they had the memories.
So Sylvie's original thought of get rid of the TVA because it doesn't work is more valid now.
I mean, depending on what happens next week, we'll see if the TVA worked or not. Because
We got to get into that ending. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. The first half of this episode, I was like, "Oh, this is another fucking bad one," and then it picked up, and that last third drove home.
yeah. I'm not sure. See, this is the thing. I'm not saying that Kang is a bad character. No, I'm not saying the person who's playing Kang is a bad actor. But
The Majors.
yeah, but I don't know if he did all that shit on purpose.
What do you mean?
So they didn't have any communications on their thing. He didn't give a shit about that. He wanted to know where the cocoa machine was. Like, if he knew, like, where'd you get that from? The cocoa machine. The cocoa machine. Like, if somebody was feeding him information and his brain just started to recognize it the same way OB was when he was talking to Loki. Can I see the cocoa machine? And then he makes it. He gives the guy the coffee. The guy's like, wow. And he does like that. Like, oh, like, you know, he does some crazy shit to distract him and then he gets pruned. I'm not saying that he said, like, I'm thinking maybe someone's guiding him from the past and he's starting to remember shit. Because he was very, oh, shit, you guys are good here. He was very, I'm going to go with the flow and try to keep my ass alive. But there's no such thing as a coincidence. It's a very big coincidence how my man forced this guy to take him to the cocoa machine. He didn't have no cocoa. And then they did that little weird interaction with the fucking guard.
See, that's another thing where I think you're just reading a little too much into. Because my take on it is they tasked Jonathan Majors to play 70 fucking million versions of the same guy. So he's got to make each one of them distinct.
Yes,
And
but
we're going to get good ones, and we're going to get ones that are like, what the fuck is he doing?
see, See, now that explanation goes for why he speaks the way he speaks, and why he tries to get one over on people, and why he's a con artist. But it doesn't explain the little weird shit he did with the guard.
Yeah, I honestly think that's just so the only explanation I have is that you're just overthinking it, and they just wrote a weird scene from a guy who, because remember, everything is in the TVA handbook. So I would imagine that the Cocoa machine is also in that handbook, because OB is meticulous.
But he had a different. I still believe that the handbook he had wasn't just one they pulled off the shelf. He had to have had the original draft written by Kang.
It could be, but you got to remember what time he's from. He's from a time where if you wanted to make hot cocoa, you had to get chocolate and milk and burn it on a fucking stove. Like, so the first time you tell somebody, "Oh, we got a machine that could do that," the natural inclination would be, "Oh, you got a fucking machine? Let me see that shit." And then he probably went in there and saw what it does and was like, "Yo, I make good hot cocoa. Let me fix this shit. Yo, try this shit out. Bond, killer, isn't it?" And then
I mean, it wasn't as fluid as you said. Watch that one part. Yeah, watch that one part. That it was like I got Carney distraction out of it. Like,
yeah, he can't turn it off. And I'm talking about Victor Timely. I think that's the biggest thing about Victor Timely in the portrayal is there's never a moment where he's genuine. Everything's a fucking con.
I mean, we did get to see the inside him.
What?
We got to see the true Victor Timely from the inside.
Yeah.
But all right, so let's run through the episode real quick, if we can remember. They start off.
Well, he showed up on his own.
Yeah.
Well, he showed up first.
Yeah, and then they're like, "Oh, come with us," and whatever. And he's like, "That's not as reassuring as you think that sounds," But they do that whole skit, and then he sees OB. Now this is where what came first, the chicken or the egg, because he learned everything off of what OB wrote in the book. In the handbook, but OB wrote what was in the handbook based off of what he did. And then, which I guess got glossed over or didn't stick the landing, he pulled out the sphere that kind of looked like his transportation device throughout the timeline. But that wasn't in the book. That was his own original invention that he made. So, what other inventions did he make? Because now, this isn't the timeline going back again, like a circle.
I think they glossed over it because the shit that OB was making also wasn't something that was already in the book. Like, he had to make something new to now fix this new problem. Otherwise, he would have just been like, "Oh, we just need to do page 64 and we got this."
The other guy was doing. But yeah, so he made that new machine though, and that was. Now this Victor Timely is a variant. Well, he turned into a variant the minute they gave him the book.
Well, no, I mean, he was always going to be a variant.
No, but I mean, if they went back in time to speak to the one who's left as a child, he didn't have that book as a child. Unless someone kept writing, someone's going to give him that book. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I'm talking about. When you know how the one who's left, like, "Oh, I wrote your destinies. You're always destined to lose." And And look what it says here. That you just said that, and I didn't write this down. That was here already. You like everything up to this point was written.
Yeah, but remember, he who remains had the plan that if I fail, you specifically give this book to this version.
Yeah, but that had to be out of time.
Not really. I mean, think about it. If you were controlling all of time, why wouldn't you have a specific? Because remember, he's making all the timelines. He's in charge of it. So why wouldn't you have one that you specifically have set up as in a case of an emergency? This timeline's already set. You go back to this point, give him this, and then it'll play out the way I need it to play out because I
Well,
have all the dominoes set up.
why wouldn't you give this to me?
I mean, he's had to have. We still don't know what his plan was. So obviously his plan was bigger than to just go back and start me again.
No one knows what this plan is. Now the question is,
I don't think there's a plan.
what if Quantum Realm and this shit happened at the same time?
What do you mean,
And-
Quantum Mania?
Yeah, and Hank Pym puts the embiggening and the shrinking shit on him, and he goes into a fucking time warp in the quantum realm, and this whole shit happens, and now Kang the Conqueror is back through the same way that Loki's back, because with Timely getting ripped apart like he was either Wanda's worst enemy or in the probability storm, we don't know if he's dead or if he's just wrapped up in another timeline.
True. Also, another possibility is with 76 million versions of this motherfucker, Marvel could just literally start picking them off to make it easier for themselves. They start narrowing it down to just a few versions that he has to actually play.
Nah, he needs to have about 40 to 50 different versions of this character ready.
I think the biggest mistake, one of the biggest mistakes of this whole multiverse saga is the idea that some people get to look different, but other people look the fucking same no matter what variants you do. Which
Yeah.
doesn't make sense. Everybody should have just been it's a variant. You could have made them a million different people. Like,
Yeah.
and again, it's the inconsistency of why Doctor Strange, all of Doctor Strange looks just like him and is him. All of Kang is just him. All of Wanda is just her. But there's 80 different Lokis. Who else was a fucking variant? Captain Marvel was a different. It was a different Captain Marvel in that world.
The Fantastic Four there.
Yeah, the Fantastic Four is not going to be the same. It's not going to be John Krasinski.
Yeah. It's going to be other people. They're actually going to have the rest of them. But Charles Xavier is the same.
Yeah, which is like, why the fuck? I don't understand. I don't understand how that fucking works. Spider-Man doesn't get to be the same. Spider-Man's
Well,
3 different people.
What is it called in the timeline? These are access points or
Nexus points.
they're probably Nexus characters.
Well, those that's what DC called it. Nexus beings though are a thing because that's Wanda's a Nexus being.
But that's probably what it is.
Huh?
That's probably what it is the Nexus being, and that's why they all look alike in each one of the multiverses.
So Doctor Strange is a constant then. Kang is a constant. Oh, probably. And thinking back, they probably did call it something. Because remember in What If when Doctor Strange tried to save Christine and he could never do it, and they're like,
Yeah,
it's a fixed point. This has to happen.
yeah. And then every version that he tried to save her, or was that just him going back into his timeline?
That was just him reversing his own time. Which, that was so fucking sad.
Shit.
Where's the writing? See, where's the consistent writing like that?
You know what? You know what I think it is. I think they're writing to tell this story, and not writing to tell details. Because that's what we're looking for, details. Like, if you read the book, right, and it's like, they walked into a room. She walked out the window, and she spoke to her boyfriend. Like, wait, why was she in the room then? Like, where was this window? You know what I'm saying? Like, this, like, I know most of the shit you don't need. But it's like, now she's at Chipotle. Wait, what did she say to her boyfriend? Like, what's going on here? What's the purpose of this? And now she's married, and that's the bottom line. Every kiss begins with K. Like, I would have liked something more than this. You know, because those are details. Like, every way. Well, the thing is, that was also an episode. So the story of that episode was him trying to save her. So they had the emphasis on that. And then they brought all that shit in there. But like we said, these episodes don't have an emphasis on stuff.
No, because they're not week to week episodes. They're part of a larger story.
Which we need to start binge watching it. So that way we can all see the story at once.
Yeah, but what my problem with binge watching is? So you get, what do you call it? Let's say 6 1 hour episodes. You start binge watching. I just wasted, well, not wasted, but I just used 6 hours of the day to watch this shit. When I could have been playing video games, I could have been doing something else. Like, I just sat here for 6 hours to get one story out.
I mean, shit, that's the best part of it.
Nah, man, I'm not even on Netflix did I sit down and binge watch this shit. I watched a few here, a few there, come back later, take my time with it.
Shit. Every time I saw you, you was like 300 episodes in.
Into what?
Into the anime shows that you was watching.
No, shit, the anime show's worse. I gotta wait. Not only do I have to wait each week for an episode to drop, but I gotta wait 2 more weeks for it to drop in English.
All right, get back. Let's get back to Loki now. We went through all the way up to the apple pie. Victor Timely makes a machine. They got some. Now they got.
Oh, B12 or B13 brought in that other lady to discuss what to do with the prisoners.
Yeah. And the other lady was like, "You could turn her because you changed my mind and you made it seem like everybody." And that was a good part of the story. It gave this woman the free reign to, like, you know what? I'm gonna run this shit my way. Like, if she validated her thinking of, we can't kill all these variants. And then we got the part where, what's her name? The girl that was in love with the one who remains.
Ramona?
Who?
Renslayer.
Yes. She offers them a job to take back the TVA and everybody except for Wizard Whack.
Yeah, whatever the fuck his name. Which I have to say, this was the most refreshing.
X-13.
This was the most refreshing thing to see a room full of people who were diametrically opposed to the new leadership turn around and go, you know what? We might have been wrong. Get the opportunity to get the fuck out and turn around like, no, we recognize, we know what side we're on. Fuck off. You brought it up earlier.
Yeah.
To stand up and go, nah, fuck it.
Yeah, because they were on some. We followed him because we thought it was right. You followed him to the letter, and now you come back and you want this. Nah, we can't trust you. You lied to us. He lied to us. Nah, we good.
Did you notice? I brought this up in the car, but did you, for anybody who's watching, did you notice? They weren't pruned.
Oh yeah,
They were straight up killed.
yeah. They were dead.
So they don't get to go to the end of time.
Not alive. Nope.
Which now we get into now we're starting to get into the good shit.
Yeah.
Because that was cool. And then when they what do you call it? When Ramona's trying to start up shit again with Victor Timely, and they capture that other dude. That was some cool shit too. What Sylvie did to him?
Oh, where she mind fucks him?
Yeah. She just switched, she enchanted him, and he just walked straight up like, hey, what's up? You good? Cool, Ramona. Bang.
Which, to be honest with you, was one of those. I didn't see that coming. Because usually the good guys are handicapped, where they don't do shit like that. We need her alive.
But
Sylvie's not a good guy.
no. Again, as cool as that was, what do we know? We know that if you get pruned, you go to the end of time.
Yeah.
What do we also know? Miss Minutes can just go to the end of time and bring Ramona back.
If she wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's gonna have to.
Do you
Miss
think?
Minutes is gonna be pissed that they restarted her?
Do you think Miss Minutes is gonna use Brent Slayer's body? Remember, she said that she wanted. Remember, she said you did all this to me, all that to me, but you never made me a body because she's AI.
But I don't know how she takes over Ramona's.
She downloads her consciousness into Ramona. Are you fucks gonna say anything?
Hi, I'm Chucky. You want to be my friend? I'm not gonna lie. For a split second, I was like, "What the fuck?"
That's Ray without the mask on.
Oh shit!
Ah! Ah!
Oh, what's going on, fellas? What's up?
We got Hulkamania, we got the Bard, and we got Chucky all up on the comic book podcast. What's going on, Ray?
Oh, not much. My bad for being late, y'all.
No, it's not. He planning on it.
You know, I just realized for anybody who's watching, they just think I'm in a blue. I'm actually in like a Renaissance old
King of Thieves shit.
Hey, there you go.
Shit. So, Ray, what you missed was another rant on Ahsoka, but we're at the point where we're running down the episode from last week with Loki. We got to the point where Brent Slayer they just pruned Renslayer, the black girl that was
gotcha.
with Miss Menace. They just pruned her.
Gotcha.
You have any thoughts on the episode or anything you want to say before we continue on it?
Her getting pruned to me was like okay, so now what? Like, where are we going with this? Where's like, if she was the one that knew about all this, where are we going now? But leading into the episode from Thursday, I like this idea.
Yeah.
So we'll get into that.
Yeah, I was just saying how it's like these are good guys. They don't normally do this, but they just say, "Yo, fuck this. We don't need this bitch. Get her out of here."
It makes sense though when it's like they know they're on borrowed time right now. Like
Literally.
they have to do whatever it takes right now. And hey, sometimes you gotta do drastic measures. And we find out this week, maybe even enough isn't enough. So yeah.
But like I was just saying before you jumped on,
Mhm.
we know that she's only just went to the end of time.
Yeah.
Like she's not gone like the motherfuckers in that jail cell that were put in that box.
Yeah.
Dead.
Yeah.
And them life got short.
Yeah.
Yeah, there ain't no coming back, man.
They ain't gonna be in Rush Hour 2.
No, they're definitely not gonna be Rush Hour 3. But
Oh shit.
yeah, so we got that down, which was kind of cool. I kind of wanted B13 of what's the name? B6, the guy that was in captivity working with Renslayer that she enchanted. X5.
X5, yeah.
Yeah.
The actor did. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of wish they would have told him to just prune himself.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, you need a Patsy there. There's not enough white representation on that show.
Lord knows that's true.
That's what I thought he was gonna do after he did that. I thought he was gonna end up pruning himself. But,
Yeah. Especially after they just pruned Renslayer, shit.
well,
So we get that. They bring Tommy down to OB. And now OB's on some. I love how everything for him is theoretically. It's like, we need you to put on the suit, go out there, put the thing in, press the green button, and run back. Do as fast as you can. Will it work? Theoretically, I never had time to test it. What?
But I mean, that's science for you.
Yeah.
yeah, it's but it's like, damn, so that means it might work, it might not work. It's like we have no might not right now.
Yeah.
Like
there
this
is no
needs to work.
Yeah, there is no try. It's either do or do not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what I love though? My man made the little model. He's like, I only got one layer of paint on it. This shit over here isn't to accurate size. Like, you spent all this time making a motherfucking model, but you couldn't test this shit?
Yeah.
I mean, how the fuck would you test that?
Shit.
True,
I
yeah,
don't know.
because when would you need to test it? That's the thing.
You know what he would need to test it?
A midget.
Put on a fucking suit, walk the fuck outside, and do the thing he said he was supposed to do.
Right? Shit.
Also, that moment of them like, oh, could you sign mine? Could you sign? It's like we needed that nerd fandom right there. Just like, oh my god, oh my.
Yeah.
Yo, then we get that great moment where Loki finally is like, all right, I'll do it. And then Timely steps up and is like, no, it's got to be me. Because if something goes wrong, I can adjust.
Oh, something went wrong, all right.
Yeah.
Which, that has to be, I think we're about to get into it, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So the ending comes up. Timely puts on the suit. He walks out. And he becomes Mr. Fantastic and turns into fucking spaghetti.
Is it bad? That's the first thing that came to my head was a fucking Multiverse of Madness.
No, because it's the same writer did it.
Okay.
It is bad.
Yeah,
No,
he turned into spaghetti, and then the machine fucking broke, and everything faded to black.
Yeah. Which
And for the first time in a long time, I have no fucking clue what's gonna happen this Thursday.
Yeah.
That okay. When we get to pie in the sky theories, because now I think I know why Loki said what he said.
What did he say?
When he said it will all make sense eventually. When he pruned himself.
which
but
is
that
something
was
we skipped. That was pretty fucking cool.
yeah. That was part of episode 1.
But I feel like just in case it's one of those.
No, yeah.
We might need this guy later.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, this is weird. This is really fucking weird. That it's like, well, they fucked up.
Well, here's the thing. Here goes your loss, Cabs. Where you at, Cabs? Here goes your loss. You know how he said they didn't lose in Strange, they didn't lose in Spider-Man, they didn't lose in yada yada yada. Here goes your loss. They lost now because literally that shit blew up, and theoretically, I haven't had a chance to test it out yet. The TVA is destroyed.
Yeah, but technically they're all dead. If that nuclear fucking hits them, that's it. They're all turning into string.
Yeah, they're all I was gonna say doctors. No variants. It's all right. But here's my shit now, because this did, like I said earlier, with the whole fucking coffee shit, and so I mentioned this earlier. I don't know if you was paying attention, but if you was watching the show, when he made the hot cocoa, it kind of felt like he was getting coached from the past. Like he was getting these memories rushed to his brain of, you have a hot cocoa machine. Yeah. Can I see it? And he didn't give a shit that Miss Minutes was in the system blocking everybody off. He had to go see this hot cocoa machine. And then the guard takes him and he makes the thing and he's like, here, drink it. Like, and the guard does, oh, and he snaps. And the guard's like, oh shit. It was almost like he hypnotized them or something. And then he gets pruned.
Hot cocoa for some reason. It's like, wait, what the fuck is with the cocoa?
Yeah, so like that whole scene got me thinking, like, there's gotta be something more here. Maybe one of the other Kangs is like talking to him in his past. You're gonna, whenever you see hot cocoa, you gotta go here so that way this could happen or something like that. Like, this needs to happen. You have to do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because who else would know about Victor Timely? The other Kangs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So now let's get into that theory.
Oh wait.
What?
Man, let's get into this theory, but I still have other shit I wanted to say.
Yeah.
About the part we was up to. We got.
But no, because I have a question. If he was getting coached, was him putting on the suit and getting turned into a plate of fucking angel hair pasta part of the plan?
Yeah.
Or did he fuck that up?
No, I think it was a part of the plan of the person coaching him, but it wasn't a part of his plan to turn into spaghetti.
Yeah, I don't think he thought he was gonna die, but I can imagine another Kang was like, "This is where you have to go." Because remember, once one of them dies, that now leads the path for an even stronger one to come in.
Yeah,
and yet again, we're watching one who we don't have to worry about.
And here's the thing, though. What did he look like? He looked like either Wanda shredded him to pieces like they did Mr. Fantastic, or it looked like he was being ripped apart in a probability field.
Yeah.
Now remember, his gizmo, when they had to go inside of it to shrink it, so he could put the power source back into his ship, was a probability field. And if he's controlling time or being able to access time through that way, then the timeline has to create a probability field. So he could have been ripped into a probability storm, which then shot into the rest of it, and everybody's either trapped in a probability field or he got sucked in time before everybody else did.
So in a sense, there's a chance he's not dead.
Yeah.
That's a big what if, but
yeah, that's a stretch.
That's a big stretch, but I could see it. I could see it. My thing is, now that they're able to use powers, maybe this isn't the end here. Maybe this is nope, we're gonna try that again.
Yeah.
I don't
Unless
think it's that big of a stretch. I mean, we do have what 2 to 3 more episodes.
Yeah.
we got 2 to 3 more episodes.
But yeah, the episode this week and at least next week. So that's 2, right?
Well, yeah, this episode that this Thursday.
It's this week is what 5? Then
Yes.
yeah. So next 6.
5 and 6, yeah.
Yep. Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, we got 2 episodes left. Now here's a pie in the sky theory.
Okay.
Wanda did that to him to teleport him to where he needed to be. I don't know.
Why would Wanda get involved?
I don't know. They promised her kids.
That would be interesting, but I don't know. That's
Yeah.
that definitely would be a stretch.
Yeah,
but I can see them
leaning
do it.
towards. Yeah,
Well,
I'm
'cause
leaning
again,
towards the probability.
This season was supposed to bring in people we never expected to, I guess, come in. So it's
Yeah,
one of those where I guess it's a wait and see. But I don't know. I feel like there has to be something here. Like that's why I said I feel like that Loki he pruned might fall into play. That
Yeah.
fucking
But
the
isn't that
reason-
just him?
maybe. What?
So didn't he pruned himself because he had to get out of the temporal loop shit. So that's just
yeah.
Well, yeah, because he was technically out of the timeline, so he needed to get pruned so he could go back into the timeline and jump back into this timeline. You know what I'm saying? Like he needed to reset himself by pruning.
Yeah.
So here's my thing now.
Okay.
What if that was a probability flare that hit the TVA, and next episode we see what the original life of Morbius is?
This would be the worst timing to give us a filler like that.
It wouldn't be.
If they would do, knowing them, that's gonna be the whole episode.
No, I hear you, but what if it was Morbius that created the idea of the TVA and he left his family over?
Well, created it accidentally or like legit created it?
Like,
because I could see it be a thing of just an idea, and
Like-
then this leads to, oh no, we have to take you away from your family now.
yeah,
'cause
like
this
he's a
is
cop
good.
and he chose to defend the timeline or some shit like that. I don't know. Like, there's got to be something to Morbius. Maybe he's the one above all or some shit. I don't know.
Imagine that would be a switch.
Maybe he's drawn the fucking celestial with his hand sticking out of the ocean.
He's the reason we have that fucking hand.
He's gang.
He was a Kang variant the whole time.
Remember, he is a motorboat son of a bitch.
Wow.
Can I tell you what the theory is that I heard, or do you want me to still
Yeah.
save that?
No, say it.
So the theory I heard before this even started is that Morbius is actually a Thor variant. And that's why him and Loki have such great chemistry together.
It would explain the hair. That's something.
But why the
Yeah.
boats?
Huh?
I'm trying to think why the fuck the jet ski and all that.
Maybe
There has
he
to be
was the
something
Thor in What If that was so fucking naive that he made Ragnarok, and they pulled him out of the timeline and erased his memory, and then he became a fucking TVA detective.
Well, see, I don't think it could be that one because that one was distinctly Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah.
Like he wouldn't have just turned into Owen Wilson.
Hey, they could do it for the live action.
Listen, there's more than one what if.
No.
What if Morbius was Thor and he was the Thor that we saw in the cartoon, but he didn't look like that Thor? They made him look different so that way no one recognized him. He's really the shape of a jet ski.
Now I want to see. Now I hope that theory's true, because that would be interesting to see how that plays off. Yeah,
I mean, shit, we saw Loki as an alligator.
That's true. Yeah.
This is true. This is true.
Yo, speaking of Loki as the best line in the show, that means we're playing God. We are gods. And he walks away. Mic drop, walk away. Bitch, you forgot who the fuck we was? Y'all must have forgot. I ain't forget. I was meant to rule. Motherfucker. I am a god.
Here's the funny thing. They're only gods to people in Midgard, which is Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not gods anywhere else. So both of them are. This is the one rare statement where both of them are correct.
They aren't, but they technically are at the same time.
Yeah.
They technically aren't, but they are at the same time.
Gotcha.
Theoretically, we haven't had a chance to prove it yet.
Were we there? Wrong
wasn't.
podcast. Wrong podcast.
Yeah. I mean, we got to read the book. We get the TVA manual. Let's listen to the podcast.
Still works.
Yeah.
Yo, would you listen to a podcast with Obi, who was just going over the TVA manual?
We need Obi and fucking Luis on a podcast.
I'll tell you one thing that would be very interesting for the first 15 minutes, and then
we need Obi and
hours.
Luis just to be like, so this is what happened, and this is what you do with the TVA.
Word. In case of a lockdown, step 1. Run to the nearest exit and put in code, fuck, we're gonna die. as calmly as possible. But yeah, that is the question. What is happening next week? Because we just faded to black.
Yeah.
We got the kaboom and then black.
Yeah, this is not even like a cliffhanger. This is because
it would have been nice if they did an end scene credit.
That's what I was hoping. I legit was I stayed like, okay, let's see. At least give us something that's like, are they psych? What do we do with this now? It's like, nope.
Yeah.
Now you gotta tune in next week. They gave us nothing.
Word. What were you gonna say, Cap?
I was saying that not only did this just fade to black, and we have a question for the Loki TV show, but what else? What the fuck also does this mean for the rest of the MCU?
Yeah, because this is, if they're gone, that's everything is gone.
Yeah,
supposedly, yeah.
It's everything. So they have to give us a way that it's like, oh, now all this can still happen. Like, yeah.
unless we're about to turn into the Ultimates universe, where it's like, hey, after like Captain Marvel ends, or the Marvels end with a complete reboot. And now they scrap all the movies we thought we were going to get. No more Deadpool 3, no more Cap 4. We just start with Iron Man 1 again.
Yep. Well, they did say they want to bring these guys, some actors back. This is how we get it. Just the Big Bang, and it begins again. Iron Man 1.
Yeah, but now does it... How, like, the Marvels are coming. This is where I tend to believe that they did something to this movie, like how with Ant-Man. All right, are you ready to test this the flux capacitor? Yeah, we got a traveling timeline machine. Yeah, well, let's go. Put Scott in the thing. Whoosh, dusted him. Guys, you still there? I think something is gonna happen. Like Galactus is gonna be like, well, fuck it, I'll do it myself. And he's like, Kang can't control this shit, so he's eating planets to make up for the timeline or something. Like he's eating galaxies now or shit. You know, I don't know. I don't want to say Galactus he's just somebody I'm throwing out there, but like something bigger is coming, and I think Kang is referring to that because there's already 3 Kangs dead.
Yeah, and they're not getting better. Like
Yeah,
supposedly they were supposed to get better.
Yeah, one sat there and died. The other one stood there and died, and the other one fucking ran out there and died. So they're batting 1,000 and dying.
If their goal is to die, home runs.
That was the point that I was making earlier. It was like, he who remains, we weren't supposed to worry about. There's somebody worse. Kang the Conqueror, we don't have to worry about because they handled him. Now Victor Timely's fucking easily taken. Which one of these motherfuckers are we supposed to be afraid of? Because right now, none of them.
The one who's left. See, the he who remains got stabbed by Sylvie. The one who's left is the one that you don't fuck with. That's the one right there.
Yo, judging by what's been going on, hand me a weapon and I'm gonna go into that fucking Council of Kangs and I'm gonna John Wick the whole room. Give me a pencil. It's easy.
It's looking like it, like legit. It's like, oh, you might throw a few good punches.
Yeah.
But just throw some ants. He'll be all right.
I mean, shit, they couldn't kill Hawkeye. And he's a human man. But they're killing Kangs like they're fucking handing out Skittles, bro.
Jeez.
Shit.
And every time, it's like, oh, you kill me now, the worst one shows up.
That's legit been the thing. It's like, oh, if you do this, that's it. An even stronger one is coming. They've done it 3 times. When is a stronger one actually gonna come?
Unless the plan is the stronger one is gonna Highlander this thing. It's like they can only be one, so I'm gonna let all the idiots die off first.
I mean, shit.
I guess that makes sense.
No, but then how many of these people will get stronger with all these timelines dying?
We gotta ask Jet Li.
All right, Ray, hit him up.
I said, hold on one second.
Get him on the phone.
I got you. Hold on.
Your Ichiban is better than mine.
Hold on. Got you.
Look at that. Just so everybody knows, Ray's got to call his oldest son, and then his oldest son can call Jet Li.
Word.
Shit, he put me to voicemail. I'm gonna leave a message. Damn.
That's fucked up. My man said, I'm gonna leave a message, hung up and put the phone down. Act like we ain't see that shit. All right, I get you, show. Yo, my man showed yesterday. You pull the show on us. Yesterday, show leaves. It was 20 minutes. His wife gets on the chat and goes, he's putting the baby to bed. He'll be back soon. So I say he ain't coming back. He fell asleep. My man walks into my office today and goes, my bad, we all fell asleep. I said, I know. He's like, well, technically I was there the whole show. I said, no, it wasn't. I kicked you as soon as your wife said that you fell asleep. As soon as your wife said that you was putting the baby to sleep. I kicked you. You wasn't there. You was there for 15 minutes.
No, it was too perfect because I rewatched the stream today. It's too perfect that legit, I'm about to get on, show dips. And it's like,
yeah.
It was just the tag in, like, all right, show can leave now. And Sutton sent us a message at 3:15 a.m. I was waiting for, y'all still on? Instead of, oh, my bad, I fell asleep. Like, we know this.
Yeah. It's not like my bad, I was taking a shit. Damn, son, you're going to have to see a doctor. This is a 6-hour shit. You got no circulation to your feet anymore. What's going on here?
If your shits last longer than 4 hours, please console
Yeah,
yourself.
your word.
Like, yo,
Constipation ain't the word.
if your legs have not knocked out by now, there's a problem.
Word.
He's just on the toilet for 3 hours, like, oh God, please make it stop.
Ooh, that's not my to work for.
That's the last time I go to Chipotle.
I should have never had that popcorn. Shit. What you gonna do? What
The
you gonna
doctor,
do when I finish shitting all this shit out on you?
the doctor's gonna look at him and go, all right, bad news. You got severe hemorrhoids and strain for sitting out for 4 hours. Good news. You completely cleared your colon. There ain't no shit left. You got a good 2 weeks before you gotta take your next shit.
Yo, I see it now. I see it now. My man's taking the shit of his life, and he's just like, honey, what? I need a plumber and a priest. What? I need a plumber and a priest. Get a fucking plumber and a priest. Get a fucking plumber and a priest. I need him. Get him now. I need a meatloaf. He's just fucking screaming, and she's like, "What the fuck is he talking about?"
He's just sitting on the toilet now in hour 4, tears down his face. Just like, yo, tell the boys I love them. I'm not gonna make it back.
It's the big one.
Elizabeth. Oh shit! I'm crying. Son.
But at least he came in all energetic
Yep.
this morning. It's like shit. We would all been energetic if we fucking had 12 hours of sleep. Shit.
Oh man.
Oh, well, there's a break here. Ray, let's get your thoughts on this. I don't know if you heard, but there was a story that we talked about earlier where this former executive over at Marvel has now given his shares to a hedge fund dude in order to pull some power move to gain seats on the board at Disney for a possible takeover. What are your thoughts? You think it's gonna? Let's simplify it. A, do you think it's gonna work? B, do you think they're gonna have better ideas than dumb fuck who I can't Bob Iger?
Yeah. I'm gonna go with C. I don't think this is gonna work the way he thought it was gonna work. I don't think this is gonna end up anything worse than just, oh yeah, you get to have a seat. They ain't taking your ideas. You just lost some power, and now Marvel's gonna get even fucked.
He's trying to get more than just his own seat.
I feel like that's all it's gonna be,
he's trying to gain like majority. Shit.
Yeah, it's a good idea on paper, but theoretically, he has not tried this out before.
Yeah, he hasn't been able to test it out yet.
But no, I feel like again, it's a good idea in theory, but it's going to lead to just it's deaf ears at this point. Like Disney is not going to get any. They're not going to move an inch. We've seen how this goes. Disney could just buy out anything at this point and be like, it's like the Power Rangers. I am Saban. Just stay down.
Actually, they can't. Their stock prices have plummeted to new lows. They're having cash flow problems.
Really?
Yeah. That's why if you look now, like Dancing with the Stars, I think Goosebumps, some of the Marvel shows, they're on Hulu now. They're simulcast on Disney Plus and on Hulu to try to get more people to watch because nobody's buying Disney Plus, but a lot of people already have Hulu.
I think it's time for the knuckleheads to invest in Disney. Not as down before it rises again.
Right?
This might be our time to buy some more stock. But
will it ever rise again?
I think it has to. No, like it's one of those where no matter what, there's still going to be that fandom. Like right now, it's in that in that fucking just freeze of a selection. But there's still the Marvel fandom's gonna save it. Star Wars will save it. Like there's no way for Disney to fucking fail.
Yeah, that's what you think.
At this point, I feel like there has to be like there was a time before Marvel. There has to be something that saves the mouse. I say that fucking 2025, and we are officially have to announce Disney has gone bankrupt. Oh,
I mean, somebody got two shit.
my bad.
Yo, the only thing that's gonna save Disney is for them to come up with brand new fucking shit. Stop with the live action remakes. You did it right the first time. Leave it alone.
Yeah, we did not need to see Lion King. We did not need to see the 100th version of fucking Snow White and the elves. Just stop.
The only remake that they've done that is universally loved is Cinderella. And you know what they did with that? They kept it pretty much the fucking same. They didn't race swap. They didn't add new shit. They didn't turn around and when Cinderella didn't go to the ball because she wanted to find Prince right, she went to the ball because she just liked to fucking dance. Like they kept it exactly what a fight. Here's the cartoon. It's now human people doing it. They took out the mice. It's the only change they made. No more stupid ass Gus Gus.
But we like Gus Gus, damn it. But either way, yeah. Because everything else, they have to. This is why Toad can't watch Lion King fucking live action.
Word.
Because we don't know about the past.
Yo, that fucking shit. It doesn't matter. It was in the past. Yeah, but it still hurts. Yes, the past can hurt. Fucking
life
best part of
lesson
the
right
fucking
there.
movie. Like that's the lesson you learn.
You know what's funny? Talk about all this live action remake shit.
The plumber and the priest.
I normally, like I said before, I really don't give a shit.
No.
Like, so they put this new girl, Haley Steinfeld, as or whatever her name is, as the Little Mermaid. I don't give a shit. I don't watch Disney. Truth be told, I don't watch Disney. My mom was the only one, well, maybe Toad, but my mom was the only one who liked Disney. I didn't care. But the Snow White shit, that's the one that boggles my mind. Because it's like, oh, we want to make it more diverse. Okay, so you took out all the roles for little people and replaced them with normal people or regular
sized
people, whatever the fuck.
Whatever's the PC way to say it.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I remember because I remember little people were offended by this. Like they were fucking saying,
it's like what's more diverse than getting a group of little people who can then accurately, they can accurately portray dwarves and show good light and be good ambassadors. And no, now we got 7 random motherfuckers.
No. Like there's enough that they could have. Like we have Peter Dinklage, you got Brad Williams, you got there's fucking people you could have pulled in for this, but no.
There's a myriad of people you could have put in there, and
come on, this could have been the one time Wee Man could have had his role breaking role here. That's it. Wee Man as one of the dwarves. Nope.
Could have been Sneezy.
And then I don't know what's with the lead actress. But somebody needs to tell her you got cast as the lead role in a live action remake of Disney's most iconic fucking movie. If I'm not mistaken, Snow White is the movie that put Disney on the fucking map.
Yeah, that's legit was the.
And you're gonna come out here and talk massive shit. Bitch, make the movie. It's a fucking cautionary tale.
Yep.
It's not a fucking. All of a sudden now you're the hero, John Wick style. Like this isn't Snow White and the Huntsman.
They did
They
do
already
that.
did
Yeah.
that fucking movie with
Yeah.
what's her name.
Don't have sex in the champagne room.
Like all
But
you have to do is show up and do the same shit they already did.
see that's the problem. They want to do something different. So why wouldn't you just make a fucking other movie?
Yeah, make a brand new fucking movie.
You know what's crazy? He goes some
Oh,
you
so
know
about to drop some
he
wild,
goes some
wild
theoretical
theory.
shit. I got some theoretical shit for you. I haven't had time to test it, but theoretically, the seven dwarves didn't die after Snow White, became a princess. So theoretically, another fucking woman or character could have introduced herself to the seven dwarves, and you could have had a totally different movie with them.
That's it. They could have just banned it into someone else, but no, they decide fuck it. Just
We'll do it
my
live.
thing is this: it's like I get you want to have characters that people know. You want to make it so it's like, oh, this IP is there. Let's keep it going. But it's like, if you want to change it up, just make a different movie.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Like, because this is what I feel like they do. They're like, oh, I have an idea. Let's do this movie. I have an idea. We're gonna do this kind of movie. Okay, cool. So like based off this, no, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. But we're gonna call it fucking La Bamba. But that's not what La Bamba is. Fuck it. It's gonna be La Bamba.
Yeah.
But so Richie Valens isn't in it. No, fuck. It's like all this and it's like, so that's not La Bamba. Still, we're gonna call it La Bamba. That's how I feel like they do with every fucking movie now. They're like, nope, this is the movie we're gonna say it is, and then do everything else.
It's that weird thing where I swear to God, it feels like people are in boardrooms going, "Yo, we need to make a movie. What do people like?" And they're like, "Yo, people like Saw. Cool. Let's make Saw again. Oh, like a sequel? No, let's start Saw 1 again." But aren't people gonna get tired of that? Nah. It's shit. They love Pinocchio. Let's do Pinocchio again. It's like, motherfucker.
But
No
instead
matter
of for
how
his
much you
nose
like
getting
something,
bigger.
you know what people who love Pinocchio have done? They watch Pinocchio 157 fucking times.
Yep.
If they want to watch Pinocchio, they'll go on Disney Plus, pull up Pinocchio. You didn't need to do another fucking Pinocchio. It's there.
Yep.
If you wanted to gain subscriptions to Disney Plus or something, do a fucking special promotion. Join in now, and you get to see Pinocchio and we remastered it.
Yeah, give
did
us a
some other
4K
shit
version
to it.
or some type of shit. What they should do is they have so much in the vault. Release shit from the vault.
Yeah.
Give us something. Be like, hey, you want to see this never before released digitally? Boom. That's how you get some subscribers.
You want to know how they should have done their remakes? Hey, we have Snow White and the Seven Dwarves. We have the original. Guess what? For this re-release, we got these actors to come in and revoice the fucking movie. So now listen to her take on this fucking movie.
That would have been cool to do something like that again. That makes it where it's like, oh, I've never seen this before. Now I want to see it. It's only on here. Boom. Now I have to watch it. I have to go on Disney Plus. I have to get Disney Plus again. Like there is ideas. There's ways to do this, but again, they decide, let's fucking the wheel isn't broken, but let's try to reinvent the wheel because fuck it.
You know what I feel bad for? I feel bad for this movie, this new movie they have, Wish. That seems like a brand new fucking idea. But you burnt so many bridges, who's really going to give this a try?
Yeah.
When you could have just been making new shit, and even if the new shit wasn't working, people would still be more likely to give this a try because, all right, the 3 new ones didn't do, but this is the 4th new one.
Yeah.
One of these got a hit.
Yeah, but God for fucking bid.
And yo, This is the shit that I would never understand. And I'm gonna use Pinocchio as an example. Because Disney did their Pinocchio, and then they took out the fucking scene of the kids on that island where they all turned into donkeys for cursing and drinking and smoking and all that shit. And then you got Guillermo del Toro, who did his stop motion animation Pinocchio, and left in some actual hard hitting, emotional, and like
Yep.
real shit, and showed Disney, hey, better fucking movie than what you did. You got Tom Hanks, and still couldn't pull out a good movie. I had some clay, and did
It was
way better
Oscar
than what the
nominated.
fuck you did. Yeah,
It was Oscar nominated. I still feel like they should have won, but it is what it is.
who won?
Who was it that ended up winning? Something beat out Pinocchio. I can't remember what it was.
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, 'cause
'Cause to be honest, I don't really care about the Oscars because they're never gonna nominate, no matter how good any of our movies are. Like really, Angela Bassett should have lost to what do you call it?
yeah.
I'm blanking on her name.
I'm only thinking. I'm only thinking fucking
Jamie
Michael
Lee
Myers.
Curtis?
Yeah,
Like I didn't even see anywhere everything all at once or whatever
I don't think anyone did.
I've been wanting to see it, but it's not on any streaming yet.
Yeah,
But come on, that was a tour de force fucking performance. As a the fuck they call them shits. Supporting actor who carried the fucking movie and part of the emotional weight of that movie. There's no way she should have lost.
no, definitely not. But it makes no sense. Again, the Oscars are very, very weird when it comes to all this.
It's the Oscars is racist.
Oh, he did win.
Okay.
He did win.
What did he lose? I remember there was multiple that I remember him losing something. But hey, he did get the best picture. Hey, cool. I know. So again, proving that he could do it. He could do it better though.
But so, all right, going back to Loki.
Yep.
You already heard my theory of what next episode is going to be. Before we get your theory of what I want to know what went through your head when the bomb went off or when the shit exploded, and then go into what do you think is going to happen next episode. We'll start with you, Ray, because you came late.
That's no, when the moment he shredded into cheese, I'm like, wait. My first thought was this, and I feel like this is what's going to lead into the next episode. Sylvie tampered with the suit. I know they didn't show that, but somehow, some way, I feel like Sylvie fucked with the suit just so he would die. Because in the back of her mind, it's still a Kang. It's still one of the variants. They have to kill him. Now, the only thing is, I don't think she expected that to be the result. And for this to possibly now be the reason they all fucking die. But I feel like she tampered with the suit somehow. What the next episode, I still want to say the little, hey, this is how we make sure this all comes back to normal, is how Loki and Sylvie technically can use their powers now. With the light going out, I believe that's how that worked, right? They're still able to use. So I feel like that's gonna be something of, well, let's try to reverse this or something of that nature.
So you think that Loki and Sylvie are going to reverse the explosion?
Be able to control it, something. Something has to do, because if not, again, how do they where does this go? Because if not, they're technically all about to die in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
When that nuclear energy hits them all. If it's still nuclear energy, if it's not what you're saying,
Well,
that
radiation.
when that hits them. So
Yeah.
I feel like that's gonna be where we get maybe like it starts with like a white light, and then everyone waking up to and it's them fucking controlling the radiation. But again, we'll see.
Technically, they did get stronger.
They should have, but we shall see. What do you think, Cap?
So the first thing that went through my mind was holy shit. Because I didn't think that was going to happen. I was like, oh shit, he just fucking unraveled. Then my immediate next thought was, and I mentioned it already, was who the fuck are we supposed to be worried about? Like, that's another one who died. And where I think this episode is going to go, I think the next logical step is everybody winds up at the end of time, and Ramona and Miss Minutes it's gonna be a battle to see who can seize some sort of control, because I think Ramona's gonna be there at the end of time with Miss Minutes, and they're gonna control that fucking smoke monster dog thing. And that's the threat. That's the as soon as Loki and Sylvie wake up and like, shit, I know where we are. And they see that thing, they're gonna have to deal with that and them. And that's where the whole episode is. Because I don't, even me being the bard, I couldn't even write a story where the fuck you go after everything ended.
I do want to ask this: is this a good thing though that it's so like unpredictable right now? Instead of like usually with these, it's like okay, they have to do this, they have to do this. Right now, it's just like we can give all these theories, but there's nothing that indicates what could happen next.
Yep. Normally, under normal circumstances,
Yeah,
I would say that this is excellent because a wealth of possibilities is always better than nothing.
of course.
But we know the Marvels is coming out. It's
Yeah.
coming out in like 10 days or some shit.
Yep.
We know Captain America 4 is coming out.
Yep.
We know Deadpool's coming out.
Eventually, because that
Yeah.
got pushed.
So unless
but
they're gonna say all these movies took place before this event, we know shit happens after this event.
Yeah.
Logically speaking. So
But
this
theoretically
really-
speaking, does it? They haven't tried it yet. So
yeah. So
It's
we know
true.
that there can't be too many crazy ideas.
yeah.
Because they do still have to go in a direction we already knew they were going.
Yeah. Well, I guess Deadpool is the only one where that can play around with this. We know that Deadpool is going to be the one where we're able to play around with what goes next. The
Yeah.
Marvels, we still what will this be technically before, after? We still don't fucking know. But yeah, they that's what I'm saying. No matter what they do, it's going to put us back on track in a sense. So the funny thing is, after all this, they could just be like, and now we're back. And it just puts us back after fucking Endgame. So they could logistically just do that. Be like, and boop. Oh, we know nothing. Or we're supposed to know nothing. So it's one of those where I like this idea though, that there's nothing that's like, oh, this little thing at the end tells us this has to happen next. Meanwhile, if you possibly watch one of these episodes, it's like, no, there's an Easter egg here that tells you this is going to happen. Because if you look at our 1.75 something, there's this little thing that says this. It's like,
Yeah.
No, just
In the back of Victor Timely's head on the wall, it said jump ahead, and we all know when you jump ahead, you tend to fall back and you miss the thing.
you know someone is doing that, trying to break this down to a T. That's like, nope. If you see when he turned into fucking silly string, if you put it in a certain angle, it says Kang
There
will
were
return.
6 strands
Oh yeah.
instead of 4. We all know what 6 strands mean.
You notice how it departed. Like if Venom's symbiote was going around and doing all this other shit.
Yep. If you don't notice, when Loki was about to cry, that tear looked like it did when he was dying. So that means Thor has to.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I've literally stopped watching all those channels, the Easter egg breakdowns and the
Yeah.
things. I've completely just stopped. It's
No.
like I'm watching the episode. If I like the episode, I liked it. If I picked up on something cool, if I didn't, who gives a shit?
Yeah. Yo, I saw a thumbnail for the episode that we saw last week, and they showed Logan in the thumbnail and some other shit, and
Yeah,
Loki
apparently
screaming
there
in
was
them.
an X-Men reference.
I'm over here. I'm like, nah, you stretching now.
Yeah, I would always watch for Ahsoka because I was like, let me see if I missed anything. And at a
Yeah.
certain point, it's just like, yeah, you're stretching like crazy.
Yo, I'm telling you, it's like the fucking. If you look, the first fucking radiation wave was blue, and we all know that blue means to cheat, and cheating means to lie. So that's not a good reason for me to bring you back to life. So I clearly can't choose the cup in front of you, which Andre the Giant is still alive and he's in Egypt. That shows you, like, the nigga in the red shot me dead. Like, what the fuck? Bro, that's not an Easter egg. You're telling us your theories. This is, like, I don't get it. I want to know a theory about this fucking key lime pie and this fucking hot cocoa shit. You tell me that. Let's talk about that one for a second.
You mean this unreal looking key lime pie?
Yeah.
That even in a moment like that, oh, let's go get some key lime pie. You're about to die. Do you really need key lime pie right now?
Shit.
What
Ray,
is it with sweets?
if we was in
Yo.
a situation where somebody needed, like, we was like, yo, we gotta let Kenny figure this one out, Ray. Let's go get some steaks.
Yo,
You know what I'm saying?
we still wouldn't get the steaks though, because we're still trying to get steaks.
Yeah.
I don't know. Somehow November
Yeah.
18th, I feel like
we're gonna have to fucking go to the steaks. We're gonna have to get a steaks ourselves. Me, you, and Cap.
This is some bullshit, man. I
Word.
just want to go have a steak, man.
You guys are vegans, though, so
Shh, you're not supposed to let people know.
Fuck that. I ain't no goddamn vegan.
Yo, the amount of fucking times I send in the group chat a picture of a steak. If I was a vegan, Jesus.
Shit.
yo, Toe, what would you rather be called, short or vegan?
Short. Fuck that. But
yeah, there has to be something with it because it's like the hot cocoa thing. I feel like I don't know why. I feel like this isn't the first time I see when it talks about time travel and all that chocolate being involved with it. I can't remember where was the other time I saw that. That it's like, oh, you have to have chocolate. I don't know if it was Marvel though.
No. Yes, when they went back to the Avengers 1, and they were in the alley. He's like, yeah, right, it has a taste in your mouth, right? There's a weird taste in your mouth when you went back in time and traveled.
I don't know what it is about that they keep that in there. That it's like, oh, you need this. It's like, okay.
Chocolate is the root of time.
No, I still think you guys are reading way too much into nothing.
We're trying to pick something.
I think you're not reading into it enough.
We're also just trying to have conversation because we still.
No, but here's the thing,
No,
though.
I get
Here's
that.
the thing.
But
Here's the thing. If it meant nothing, why would you put it in the starting video, the ending video? They have a whole room full of it.
Filler. That's what.
Yeah.
No.
No. Fuck that. Yo.
well, here's the thing. If you
Like
you
you
write
want
a
to talk about
mystery-
McDonald's and shit.
Get the fuck out of here.
As promised, motherfuckers. What's up? How you doing? It's been years. I'm back. What the fuck are we
Sure.
watching?
It's Halloween. You didn't have the decency to dress up like a United States Postal Service member?
At least he's wearing a mask.
That's true. Listen, I was Freddy Krueger UPS man today, so
Oh
I wasn't
shit!
willing to do that.
He looked a lot better.
You were Frederick Cooper.
Oh shit!
Show Krueger. What's up, fellas?
Oh good. What's going on, show?
Yeah, walking in. I ain't want to interrupt y'all, but I ain't want to miss it.
All good. All good.
I know if I get too comfortable, it's over.
Oh yeah, like when I came in yesterday again, we missed each other by a split second, bro.
Bro,
I log in, you were leaving.
Bro, the funny thing is, if I would have seen you, y'all would have said I left because you got here. So I'm glad I left before you did, because y'all would have assumed I left because you was here to
No,
relieve me.
we knew you left to go to sleep.
No,
So
no.
I came perfect time to relieve you, bro. It's all good. It was
I
a
appreciate
hot
like
tag.
you like the closer, man. I need you to come in.
Oh shit!
All
But you-
right, show. Since you
Yeah.
want to interrupt us,
My bad.
what's the deal with the key lime pie?
You know what's crazy? I've never tried it. I've never had key lime pie. I see it in many movies. What how is it? I know your brother has tried. Have you tried key lime pie? Come on, you
I don't
travel
need no
the
fucking
world.
pie.
He said, I'm a Navy. You crazy.
Cake, man. Cake.
Poontang pie is the only pie that we try.
Nah, man, I've had a good s'mores pie. You never had a good s'mores pie? Shit's
Ooh.
amazing.
I didn't know they made a pie out of that shit.
Word.
Yeah, s'mores pie is all good.
Shit, but
But that does not look like pie though. That looks like fucking Jello inside of a pie crust.
Yo, so real quick, what I'm saying is, if you're writing a mystery, you have to put in shit that's red herrings.
Of
To throw
course,
people
yeah.
off, you have to
course,
put
yeah.
in shit that to make people like, oh, this is the important shit, and then you turn around and like, oh, that wasn't important. That was just in there to throw you off the scent of what was really important.
Yeah.
And I think the key lime pie and the chocolate is one of those. Let's put a focus on something that means nothing, so that you miss something obvious that we put in there.
no.
I hope it's not
What-
though.
The
'cause-
red herring is the "you'll never be him." That's the red herring.
Oh, you
I
mean
mean, that
Miss
was
Minutes
just
turning
true.
into a zombie for a second?
Yeah.
You'll never be hit. Like the fuck?
That was 100% factual. He's gone now.
You never know. He could have been zapped into a multiversal war.
He's turning these ribbons right now.
Victor ain't got much time left. So he got to turn into the one who's left.
Shit, right now he's the one who's in pieces.
He remains over there. Over there.
The many that
over
remain.
there.
Did you watch
the
this
many
show at all?
remains. The what?
I'm saying, Show, did you watch this? Do you know what we're talking about right now?
I am lost.
No, you're in your kitchen. Turn around. There's your refrigerator.
Yo, let's know we got some juice in there.
There you go. We found you, show. You're no longer lost. There you are. You're there.
Yeah, sure.
You was there this whole time.
Instead of being a Jehovah's Witness, I'm just gonna knock on people's doors. Like, have you found Show?
You're gonna be a Jehovah's Witness.
You have a moment to talk about our friend's show.
I am assuming you guys are talking about Loki, but I may
Yes.
be wrong.
Yes, no, we are.
Okay.
We are talking about Loki.
I gotta catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
It will.
You still haven't seen season 1. We're on season 3 already.
No, this is my favorite. Actually, it's one of my favorite shows. So I'm caught up. I just need to catch up to the new episodes.
We're on season 3.
This
For
motherfucker.
real?
How are you?
Yeah.
When
I'm
does
caught
season
up,
2 come out?
except for the new shit.
What?
When does season 2 come out?
5 weeks ago?
You lying. The last thing I saw, he and his little Loki sister just destroy something with blue power.
Yeah, and I want you to look at the title of this show and read it. I'll read it for you.
Go ahead. Because I was about to scroll up.
Yeah.
Thank you. You just saved me.
Knucklehead Comics issue 115. Meaning this is the 115th episode for the Knucklehead Comics. Everybody, let's fucking acknowledge this. Loki season 2 episode 4 review. What just happened?
Okay. What happened is show hasn't seen all 4, so you fucked up.
So you can't be caught up.
No, I can't. I can barely wear one hat.
Why are you wearing 2 hats?
Because he needs an excuse.
He said, "What the fuck?"
What? My question is, were you actually wearing both of those hats outside?
I was. I just noticed. I was walking my dogs. I was like, "Why do I have 2 hats?" Hey, whip magic trick.
Man of many hats.
No, I've heard of people mismatching socks, putting on 2 different shoes. I've never heard of somebody accidentally putting on 2 hats.
Yo, I'm lazy. I think I saw an extra one. And I'm like, okay, let me put it away, but I don't want to carry it. Boop. Let me wear it. And I wear it outside. I forgot. I'm glad I got this show. You guys saved me. I would have never seen myself. Appreciate y'all.
Hold on.
Wait, so you were gonna
would
fall
have went
asleep
to bed
with
wearing 2 hats?
I would have went to bed. I would have woke up tomorrow, went to work with 2 hats.
You don't ever take the hat off.
Nah, I got no hair.
Bro, he barely takes his uniform off.
Word.
He don't even take his glasses off. He sleep with the glasses.
Have you guys ever seen me without a hat?
I have, but
Well, that doesn't count.
Hold on. You can't ask a question and immediately dismiss one of the answers.
well, no,
Word.
well,
Come on,
yo,
Toe.
he was at the beach with a hat on.
Word.
He's swimming in the water with the hat on.
Yep.
Thank you, Mr. Loki. We try. We try.
I almost didn't take my shirt off if it wasn't for Toe. He's like, shit, I'm naked. Fuck it.
Wait, y'all were naked at the beach?
It's the only way to swim. Let the sand go between your toes.
And on that note, everyone, thank you for joining us on the Halloween edition of Knucklehead Comics. Low key, yeah. We don't know what's happening on Thursday.
Yeah, so yo, let's. You know me.
You know what? Before you do that, this is a fair question, Cho.
Uh-oh.
What do you think is gonna happen in this next episode coming up this Thursday?
Damn, that's a tough one. You know why it's a tough one? Because I don't know if Genghis Khan is still in there.
But Genghis Khan has been dead for however many years now.
Wait a minute.
You mean
He killed him? He said he returns. He said no matter, you can't kill
Are you talking
me.
about Kang?
Kang. Okay, my bad.
Because Genghis Khan is the ruler of Mongolia.
Yeah, because he's talking about Marco Polo season 2, episode 5.
Okay. Yeah.
I was this close from saying anything you say can't be wrong, and then you immediately went into something wrong.
Genghis Khan is there now.
Immediately fucked it up.
So just before you answer, let me just Genghis Khan's not there. Shaka Khan's not there.
Awesome Kong's not there.
Damn, no Shaka Khan here. Ain't
Nope.
nobody.
No Shaka Khan, no Shaka Zulu.
Nope,
Listen,
none of that.
Damn.
None of them.
I'm guessing they're trying to mess around with the time again.
They're trying
You
to mess
could
around with the
You
time.
can say they are.
There you go. The guy is the guy from Creed back? Because I know he was.
Yeah,
he was
That's
in trouble.
King. That's King.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. Just making sure because I know he was in trouble.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure they're back to trying to just fuck around with the time. He's trying to get his wife back, I guess. Wasn't the whole issue of him messing with the time because his wife died?
In the comics, yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
they have not
I
done
don't know
that
where
for
the
this.
fuck I got that from, but
No, I feel like that was touched on.
See?
Yeah.
I listen to y'all sometimes.
We all touched his wife.
But is the female Loki still alive?
Yes.
Sylvie's still alive. Yes.
Well,
We don't know.
theoretically.
We
At
haven't
this point,
tested
we
it
don't
yet.
know. We theoretically we do not know
We haven't tested it yet.
Okay.
because right now we don't know if anyone is alive.
Loki's still an asshole. Pretty sure.
He's got his
getting better.
moments.
Wait,
He
try,
has his
wait,
moments.
hold on. Tell me something. Stop getting us to write next week's episode. You tell us what's happening next week's episode.
Well, I'm telling you, I'm trying to get information as
No,
I'm
you're
giving.
trying to get us to write the episode. You fucking tell us your pie in the sky theory.
Let us know, show.
Sky theory.
Genghis Kong is still there. Let's go.
Genghis Khan is still there. Loki's gonna figure out how to go back in time to actually maybe revive his wife for him so that he won't have to kill nobody to do it himself. Oh shit, is Vixen Vixen's gonna show up and kill somebody?
Dude,
I was saying this pie in the sky theory has been brought to you.
Good. What's funny is you were 80% stumbling on something that might actually happen, and then you went back to what happened in the comics.
I fucked up. You see, I'm trying to put it together from the comics as I haven't seen the show.
Well, here's the thing, show.
You were almost there though.
You saw season 1.
Yeah.
You was all caught up. You told us what happened at the end of season 1.
Yep.
But clearly you have not remembered anything that He Who Remains said about the timeline in season 1. Because you still talking about his wife.
You can't fuck with the timeline.
No, you can't fuck with the police.
Any major change to the timeline will cause something crucial. You can't kill me. I will always come back. I remember that. I can't see what they're gonna do. I mean, like I said, you can't kill me, so you can't try to kill him. Unless he go get his brother. I'm gonna get my brother on you. Fuck this. Thor! It's hammer time.
Thor is not Kang's brother.
No, but he's Loki, brother. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get him to kill fucking Kang. Fuck that. No? Damn. I'm giving your brother a headache.
Dude, because
So Loki's gonna go back in time and save Kang's wife and then get Thor's brother to kill Kang.
Well, Thor
Because
is his
Kang
brother.
cannot be dead and he's tired of this shit.
I'm tired of your shit in your time. I'm getting my brother his hammer, and he's gonna hang for the head. That's it.
He's gonna hang for the head.
Sure, listening to you is tantamount to me trying to read Braille.
He has no idea what tantamount means.
Oh shit! What does Braille mean? Is that like a bread?
No.
Tell me you don't know
God.
what Braille is.
Nah, I'm fucking with you.
All right. It's like, yo, I hear words, but I don't know where they connect.
That's how my brain is.
It connects to words?
No, it doesn't connect. But I wish it did. Might make some
You
sense.
simultaneously just said you remembered he said he can't be killed, and immediately was like, well, let's get somebody
Let's
to kill
get
him.
somebody else to kill him. You really think since when does any of the Avengers take the fact that they can't kill somebody and actually dissect it?
What?
We can't kill Thor. Okay, we're not gonna try. No, when have the Avengers ever accepted the fact that they can't kill somebody?
Oh, I heard Decepted. I was like, what the fuck is a Decept? They Decepticon their ass.
That's what I meant to say. Like,
When
when have they accepted
the
that
fuck
they can't
have
kill
you ever
somebody?
seen a Decepticon come and kill Thor? Then you tell me about this fucking Loki shit.
Yo,
Right?
Starscream, activate.
Yeah. We gonna get the Decepticons to change time. Fuck that.
Pie in the sky. I gotcha.
Oh, so that's what's gonna happen. The Transformers are gonna show up in the next episode.
Bumblebee.
Marvel used to have the rights to the Transformers.
Now they got the wrongs.
They don't no more.
No, it's a
Oh, that
different
sucks.
different publisher house. I think has the rights to.
They could have created something crazy. Made an appearance. I'm sure you guys would have been mad. That's not in the comics.
What?
If
The
they did
Decepticons?
something crazy, like with Transformers, where they had the rights.
At this point, my love of Transformers has passed. I moved on to something else.
I feel you. It's been a while. I haven't watched Transformers since what's his name? I forgot his name. The crazy guy.
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf.
You might actually like Beast Wars, or whatever, the Rise of the Beasts, or whatever the fuck they call this last one.
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
It's Paramount or some shit.
Yeah. You don't need much to entertain me. Couple of
It
fucking pyro.
I like that movie. I liked it. I think it was one of the better ones at all.
Oh, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's one of those too little, too late type scenarios.
Yeah.
Like don't give me the good shit after 15 fucking fails.
Right? It's like, oh, this how you gonna do me? You gonna finally give me a good one after I done fucking turned off the Transformers? Let me go write this script one last time. Uncle Pumpman.
You gave me a question though. Are you gonna feel that way about Marvel?
You give me
If
an
they
answer.
keep giving you shitty movies and then they'll give you a Spider-Man or
He's
I'm
doing that already.
I'm already at that stage where if I didn't have to do this, I don't even think I'd watch the Marvels.
Yeah, the only movies he'll watch in the theaters is The Notebook, The Pen Pad.
I was gonna say, I think what's saving this podcast is gonna be our one shots eventually.
Word.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
The Marvels is gonna be. That's gonna be.
Y'all really think it's going downhill like that?
I don't
We did a
think so.
podcast about this a few
Yeah.
weeks ago.
If you should watch it. You should watch the
I
podcast.
definitely
Yo,
should.
show on Tuesdays we talk about comics, sometimes games, something like that. You should check it out. Very informative.
When Cabs is here, we talk all Star Wars, man. Cabs
Word,
can't get
yeah.
enough about Star Wars, man.
Yo, Cab, I swear to God, if Cabs mentions Jabba the Hutt one more fucking time,
Yeah.
Oh
Over.
shit! You could tell I watched the show enough because I know he hates fucking Star Wars. He
There you go. At
disappears.
least he knows that. At least he knows.
He disappears when you say
So-
Star Wars.
Yep. We teased it this week. That's why Cab's not here right now. It's all good.
I saw
The
that in the
news-
chat.
The
Like,
news said the sky's gonna be so clear in Florida you can see the stars. He said, "Fuck that, I'm not coming on the show."
It's a war out there.
He said the word stars.
Oh shit.
Shit.
Oh shit!
So I mean, show theoretically,
Mhm.
we haven't had time to test this. Your theory could work because the last episode, and I'm not gonna tell you the whole episode, but just the last episode literally ended with a black screen and no information on anything moving forward. It almost is like they said, "All right, bye everybody," and left. With no, it was like, is there gonna be an episode next week?
What was the foreshadow? Are they trying to foreshadow somebody
Nope.
fucked up the
Jack
timeline?
shit. No, there was no foreshadow. It was definite shit happened. Black screen. Now, we'll see you next week. What? Wait, what? That's like
Ooh.
that's like a teacher just going, "All right, everybody. I hope you did the homework. Why? Because we're having a pop quiz on it. Wait, what you mean? No. What you mean pop quiz? No. This is impossible. I didn't understand the contract. This episode was a Wait a minute. We got 2 episodes left, and you did this now? No, 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 no. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What happened? Wait, what going now? We need the heat, man. So go watch all 4 episodes right now. It's gonna take you about 10 minutes.
Damn, they're 20 minutes apiece.
Nah,
I can't add. He said it's gonna take you 10 minutes. Word?
20 minutes apiece.
And on that
They about
note,
30
You see,
minutes
everybody,
apiece.
it takes show 80 minutes to watch 60 minutes.
and on that note, my son said, "Yo, it's gonna take you 10 minutes."
Well,
Oh, they 20
15.
minutes apiece? Like, wait.
Oh, my addition is correct.
You know what? Just to change this awkward show. Look at this. Just so you can see.
Ooh, it's more. Oh shit!
It's more for time.
You motherfucker! I'm gonna get the flute. Fuck that.
Oh,
Should have got the flute.
I saw that flute. That flute is expensive as fuck. If it's
This-
not the
this-
plastic
How
Yo,
much?
this
much
shit
it
was
cost?
expensive as fuck.
How much was that?
Hold on. Let me guess. Expensive as fuck. I'm gonna think like show here. $25.
Nah,
Right on the dot. It was 25. No,
not for the flute.
no, the fluid's at least 300.
Oh, so it's
300.
about $50.
Nah.
Yep.
Wait a minute. You got my edition going on. What's going on here?
Now you know how it seems.
You
Yo,
confusing me.
Mr. Loki, my information on the Jonathan Mayer's trial, whatever Kang's trial, is that they were gonna arrest his girlfriend.
Yeah, I think
Real life?
So what
Yeah.
happened? What I know is they arrested the girlfriend, but they refused to press charges. So they're not putting charges on her.
no.
That's
I don't
it.
know what the result. I think last Thursday there was the actual the judge was gonna determine if they go to trial or not. I haven't heard anything about that.
Yeah.
There is no word about recasting him as of yet. So as of right now, they're not recasting.
Wow. They shouldn't. He wasn't wrong. You didn't recast the Flash.
Yeah, but that's two different companies though.
2 different races. You right. My bad.
That too.
That's crazy. Even the fucking Pirates of the Caribbean is calling this guy back. We're sorry.
Oh yeah. So last thing reported, they are going to trial. November
Good.
29th.
I
So
would.
that does not bode well for Jonathan Majors.
Yeah. His
Because
motion to dismiss.
if he truly was innocent, there would have been no need for a trial.
Yeah, they would have dismissed it, but unfortunately, the motion was denied. So
Unless they said, fuck it. You wanna go to trial? All right. Now we're gonna your ass arrested.
What if
Yeah,
he does the?
that's not how that works.
What if
Yeah.
he does
Exactly
the
how
Jack
that shit works.
Sparrow?
Huh?
The Jack Sparrow when what's his name? I forgot. His name.
Well,
Johnny
Johnny Depp, he
Yeah.
was suing Amber Heard for
Yeah,
defamation.
yeah, he was suing her. It wasn't
But So Johnny Depp had to sue her in England in order to get a ruling. And when that ruling happened, he was able to sue her in America. Because technically in America, they were like, nigga, you bugging. But then when England was like, nah, she's guilty of this, America was like, oh, okay. So based off of international laws and all that other shit, you can do the trial here. So he was simultaneously in England and America suing Amber Heard for the same shit.
Is Jonathan Majors gonna have to do that to his girl
Well,
once they figure out
No,
that he didn't do nothing?
He just better hope that whatever full evidence he has that gets presented to a jury is his case is made strong enough for them to be on his side. Because in today's day and age, you can have all the proof in the world and still come out a loser. So
yeah, I was looking. It's like if he doesn't find something,
Bro,
yeah.
have you seen did you hear about the situation that happened to Michael Irvin
yeah,
at
the
the
elevator
Super
shit.
Bowl? Where
No.
I think
He
he
was in
gave a handshake to somebody.
He was in the elevator for like 20 seconds with a woman. and they exchanged words. He walked away, and then she fucking put allegations of sexual assault or harassment or some shit on Michael Irving. Michael Irving's like, nigga, she recognized me. I say, how you doing? And I left.
Yup.
And that's what made him. That's what got him suspended off of
He's
ESPN
fired.
and all that
Yeah.
other shit. Yeah,
Yeah. For
like
one
nope.
allegation, 20 seconds. The video shows it. Like he just, hi, how you doing? Yeah, have a good day. And then he walks off. 20
Boom.
seconds.
Yo, but that's my point. Video showed that he didn't do anything, and he still fired his ass.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was trying to
So
say. It's gonna be hard.
yeah, the fact that Jonathan Majors didn't get the trial dismissed, that don't look good.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
So what are the charges? Or what? Yeah, what's the trial on Ray? If you still got the
hold on.
I
information.
believe it's assault, right?
Yeah, judge denied a motion to dismiss the domestic violence case against Jonathan Majors.
So domestic violence right there.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was rape. So this not even as bad as Ezra Miller.
Yeah, but for a company like Disney, if it's proven that he's guilty on domestic violence and all that,
Oh yeah, it's
probably won't be.
Yo,
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, in the military, we have to carry guns when we do our roving watches, right? And on my ship, if you had a domestic violence charge, you can no longer carry that gun. You gotta stand the quarterdeck watch or something.
Yeah, be it with a whistle.
You gotta walk around with a stick.
So domestic violence charge out here,
Yeah, we need a plumber and a priest.
that if he gets convicted, he's done.
Yeah, he's done for. It's.
I ain't gonna lie, no offense. I could be a little racist, but he does look a little aggressive. Maybe it's the look. I can't go by looks, but he looks. Maybe it's the roles he plays. He looks aggressive. He look like Mike Tyson. No, I'm not
No,
saying he
no.
is
I mean,
guilty.
I'm not dispute. We're not arguing that because I mean he did fit in very well in Creed.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He
But-
look aggressive.
He's just like a very confident man. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's a
But-
great actor. Shit.
You could say the same shit about Denzel. You ever seen him a man on fire? That man's walking around like he killed 4 people. Shit, but
I think that's more. Denzel's more ego, bro. Like I know I'm the shit. I'm Denzel Washington. I'm the equal to Halle Berry. We the only one black people with the fucking Emmy. Well, with the whatever it's called. I would call it a Grammy.
Oscars, right?
Oscar.
Yeah, Oscar.
Yeah.
Happy Halloween, Tyson. Jesus, again, no
Mr.
kids.
Tyson,
Kids
happy
win.
Halloween.
Them kids went trick or treating, Ray.
There's no kids though. I
Man,
saw
you
kids
lie.
that were doing trick or treating, but I have no kids.
Those are his.
Just because you don't want to admit it, Ray. I saw kids. Those
Yep.
are your kids, Ray.
Yo,
The little black girl with the Spider-Man outfit talking about she's Spider-Gwen was raised.
yo, Ray,
Kids,
that's not fair. That you get to come out here
Mm-hmm.
and just so you can keep all the candy to yourself, be like they ain't no kids.
Yeah, right?
Word. What kids? I see kids around here. They don't belong to me.
Word.
Daddy!
Used to live by those fucking kids.
Daddy, give me the fucking bag. Oh, man. Wait,
Yeah, Ray. What?
Uh,
What you
no,
say,
no,
Chef?
I'm trying to see what your brother's dressed as.
Oh, I have my Renaissance shirt on.
I was gonna say, I'm not trying to make fun of you, but I saw the bell thingy. I don't know if those are called bell bottoms. I'm like, is that a house? Is that a? Well,
Why would these be bell bottoms?
bell tops?
They're just puffer sleeves, man.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Just
go ahead, show.
Word. Just let's zoom into his stupidity.
Yeah,
See if we
let's
can
explain
figure it out.
yourself. You was doing better with the other hat.
He lost the knowledge with one hat now.
Oh,
Word.
Mm.
knowledge is seeping through. That's why I wear two. Keep it inside.
Yeah. That shit was a heavy ass leap. My man is a rocket scientist until he opens his mouth. Gone. My man's like, oh, I found the theory of relativity. Guys, if you fuck. You know, if you at shit. All right, I ain't gonna say nothing no more. It's in here. I know what's in here.
The dumbest scientist in the world.
Yo,
Oh,
Sean,
shit.
you've been hanging out with Toad too long. The other day, we're at the drive-thru. And this motherfucker, we're at White Castle. And he's like, yo, let me get a number 20 that comes with 20, number 10, comes with 20 burgers. And instead of saying half and half, he's like, let me get 20 cheese and 20 regular.
Yo, you gotta beat the system. I want half of the 10 burgers to be 20 cheeseburgers. The other half of the 10 burgers to be 20 regular burgers. And I want the 2 fries to be 2 onion rings and 2 fries
God,
with
he
some chicken
fucked up
rings
that
in
whole
it.
order so bad that he even turned around at one point and was like, I fucked that up.
Yeah. In the middle of my order, I was like, yo, I'm fucking this shit up. Hold up. What the fuck? Give me what I want. And don't give me what you hear.
Word. You know what I want.
Shit. Motherfucker. You know what your name is? You know what the fuck your name is?
Already know. You got 2 crate cases? What they ended up doing? Here you go. 20 burgers, 20 hamburgers.
It said,
Good
take
luck.
your shit and go.
And we forgot the fucking fries.
Word.
Y'all still go to White Castles?
Sometimes.
I haven't seen one. They took the only one around here in my house.
I was gonna say there's like 3 around us. One in Fordham, one by us, and then one somewhere else.
I love how he makes it sound like it's everywhere. We got about 2 in all of North America.
Yo, we got more White Castles around us than Wendy's.
No, Wendy's, we have a few over here. White Castle, we got one by me, and then the other one they closed down.
Because I could think of 2 Burger Kings, one in Bruckner, and then one by us, and only one Wendy's. No,
White
there's 2
Castle, you can
Wendy's.
think of a few.
There's 2 Wendy's by the funeral home. And by us. All right, yeah. All right, see?
So that's why y'all eat a lot of Wendy's. Y'all not used to it.
What?
I said that's why y'all eat a lot of Wendy's at work. Y'all not used to it, having it all the time.
At work wasn't a part of the thing. That's why you eat a lot of Wendy's. You're not used to it.
My bad.
What?
You saw how I corrected it, though.
No wonder you're always underwater. You can't breathe water. What?
Oh, shit. You can't breathe under here?
You gonna be all right, show.
I hope. It's been 38 years. 38 years of this shit.
38 of years. It's been 38 of them years.
I don't know what's going on.
Yo.
He's at the end of Loki right now, figuring shit out.
Oh, shit.
We're about to get beamed because we don't know what's about to happen.
Word.
It's all good. It's all good. But yeah.
Ray's trying to go home.
I've been trying for a minute because I'm like, this is just going downhill.
Ray's like, yo, let's wrap this shit up. I don't give a shit if Show got here late.
Hey, Ray.
Show is, he's not used to something he eats every day.
Ray.
And
I'm like,
and think of it this way: with all those kids that Ray got, for him to want to wrap something up, I mean, that says a lot.
oh, shit.
Ray, is it true you ain't never stepped into a CVS before in your life?
Wow.
Yo, I read a Instagram post. It said, "I'm so single. I went to a cliff and shouted out, 'I love you,' and my echo replied back, 'I just want to be friends.'"
Damn. Oh shit. Yo.
Show you you're speaking Bigfoot language.
Oh,
Yo, I don't
nah.
know why. I thought that shit said big food language. I was like, yo,
I thought
Mr.
so
Loki,
too.
know Bigfoot?
I thought so too. I was like, damn, Loki, you really do watch this show. You know Bigfoot? My man be on some other shit.
Yo.
But
Fucking big food.
listen, everybody that's watching and everybody that's listening, everybody's gonna listen into the future proactively. This week's episode of Loki is gonna be some crazy shit. I got a feeling about it because literally there's nothing that we know is gonna happen. So tune in next week. Hopefully Cabs is back and we can talk about Star Wars for the first time. No, but we're gonna definitely cover the shit in depth. And the key lime pie is gonna be the key to all
Next
of
week
this.
we all gotta come in with a piece of key lime.
That would be a great idea.
We're gonna have key lime pie while we discuss.
Think
this
about
crazy
it.
Episode.
It's a key already.
It's the key to everything.
It's the key to the universe, the multiverse, because it's a key in a line, and it makes a pie of all the multiverses sliced equally into the universe.
Yeah, that was a stretch.
How the fuck you get a lime in the shape of a key?
Hot wax.
And, good evening, but yeah, that's
English has not been the spoken language of this episode.
Nope.
We're gonna need the closed captions on.
No. Yep. This episode has been sponsored by Babbel.
Nope.
Go to babbel.com/go fuck yourself for 10% off.
That would be our code for anything when we get sponsorships in the future.
That would be dope.
It's just gonna be all go fuck
be
yourself.
our code.
I would hope
Go
not, because I feel like that's not gonna be.
10%.
That's not.
Yeah.
Sponsors don't like that.
You know.
Yeah.
You know. This is what I'm thinking.
Okay.
We're gonna get a Morbius episode next week, and it's
Okay.
gonna explain his life outside of the TVA.
Okay.
And then the final episode, we're gonna get a Kang episode, and it's gonna lead into more questions, which will be answered in Kang Dynasty.
Yeah.
What's
Because
gonna
we're
be
all
the
in
big?
agreement. This is an end. This, no matter what, this series isn't gonna have an ending here.
Yeah,
It's a cliffhanger for fucking Kang Dynasty.
I think it's gonna end the MCU. Like everything that's gonna happen in the MCU is gonna be theoretically.
On
This
hold.
is what's happening before all this shit happens.
Okay.
And then Kang Dynasty might be the oh shit,
Yeah.
we fucked up. We gotta save the multiverse again.
So theoretically, then what you just said we could be seeing that next episode.
Yeah.
Is just a whole fucking Morbius episode. The following episode, it's Kang.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't tested it yet, but it should work.
We're gonna have to try that out.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I got a question. Why is it you making it seem like last episode ended like the Fast and the Furious?
Because it did.
Yeah, I told you that.
There was a big bang. So we don't know if everyone's dead.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen on Thursday?
Yeah.
There's a lot of crazy shit.
So, this is what I need you to do.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to watch the last episode. But before you watch before you watch episode 4, watch episode 3. But before you watch episode 3, watch episode 2. And before you watch episode 2, watch episode 1.
And before you watch episode 1, go fuck yourself.
Yes. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, for the last 45 minutes, Ray has been trying to get us to fucking turn off this goddamn show.
No,
so I'm going to give
that's
him...
That's fine.
45? You said 45?
No, like the last 5. That's 5 minutes.
The last 5 minutes. Oh, is it shit? Well, I guess time doesn't work in the Ray VA.
You motherfucker. As soon as I got here, I've been here for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Soon as he got
So Ray,
My turn.
kick us the fuck off the screen, Ray.
And on that note, peace, everybody.
Damn, fuck the friendly neighborhood knuckleheads.
Oh,
He said on that note, fuck. He just on that note, viewers, fuck yourself.
I'm tired. Fuck you.
Yeah. So Yeah. So we have to see this to understand Kang Dynasty. I would
Probably.
believe so.
Yeah, it would make the most sense. You have to be
Yeah.
able to watch this.
And Debbie does Dallas
Actually,
also.
probably not, but all right.
Yeah. And this is how it's done, show. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it's your friendly neighborhood knucklehead signing out.